right, hi guys. Hello, Key, how's it going? All right, before we even get started, I should preface the fact that I should try to see if I can pop this out. I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, but unfortunately, it is against Twitch TOS to put both chats on screen somewhere, like in your stream, basically, embedded in your stream. So if it seems like I'm talking to no one, Twitch chat or YouTube chat, there is probably someone in the custody of the other chat. But I will pop out both the chats just to be safe. On my end, I can see, of course. But, you guys are just, YouTube, you may see nothing because Key is in the Twitch channel. But yes, it is sort of a surprise. I didn't mean for it to be a surprise. I think I teased this a couple weeks ago, like the idea of, oh, we're gonna do a Boxing Day situation where we go through my game backlog. As you can see, my game backlog is very organized at the moment. I hope that you guys too, hold on, let me see. I want to make sure that okay, yeah, the audio's going, we're good. It's so, cramped on my monitors and whatever, we're just all crammed right in here, so, yes. But yeah, I hope that you guys had a good Christmas, a good holiday. Oh, so Key is now also on YouTube. But yeah, I am streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So wherever you want to watch personally, it doesn't matter. But I will read out. I'll try my best to read the messages so no one feels like they're confused. So no one feels like they're being left out. So, Key is now in the YouTube chat. It's time to pop over to YouTube. Cyrus says, funny that Nier Automata is on there. I just started playing that myself. Yes, I did try to play Nier Automata. You guys are gonna notice an interesting trend of, I tried. Oh, Light, you're not a mod? Okay, hold on, Light. Light in the Twitch chat is saying that they do not have mod privileges, which they should. So let me figure out how to do that very quickly. And thank you, Cyrus, for following on Twitch. This is going to get interesting. Hi, Blue. How's it going? So, yes, Blue in the YouTube chat. Hello. And then Key is also now just dual-wielding chats, which I do appreciate, because I think that that's kind of fun. So, yeah, you guys are going to notice a common trend of, I think Nier has a note probably that, we need to start over because I did try to play some of Nier and, it was during school and it was generally probably a bad idea. So what we're gonna do for this stream is that we're gonna go through these games and you guys are gonna help me kind of, first of all, I don't want to say decide if they're worth it because that's not nice. I mean, for the ones that I've already bought, it's always worth a try, but I have, questions, comments, concerns about certain things. So let's go through first of all the spreadsheet, okay? Which unfortunately I did something wrong and now all of the index for the spreadsheet is at the bottom, it's at the bottom right here so you guys can see. So this is the game title. This is if I have it or not. This is whether or not I would do a one-off video with Hunter. So think Barbie, the 12 Dancing Princesses. Hunter and I have done one-off videos and you could stream it, but are we likely to do a one-off video of the game? Stream priority is how urgent I feel the need, the desire to play the thing. First, this is supposed to say one-time playthrough, as in if I play this game, would I play? Also, spoiler alert, but I have, or I am going to have a VTuber account. And so if you see anything that says Soliana, the implication there is I could play this on my Calxiyn account, but I'm probably more likely to want to play it on the VTuber account because for a variety of reasons, and we'll get into that. Basically, if something doesn't require you to see my face, my beautiful, stunning face in terms of a reaction, right? I feel that's kind of where Soliana has taken jurisdiction over games sort of Pokemon and I think The Witcher is somewhere in here, but we'll get to that. This is where I would stream it on YouTube and Twitch because we're multi-streaming. Hello, Lumen. Lumen in YouTube chat is saying Thrillville. Yes, we have to do a Thrillville video. This says we've done it before, but it's gone? What does that mean? Okay, anyway, edit, means whether or not I want to edit this. That's kind of what I need the most help on from you guys. I need some guidance in terms of like, is this a game that needs editing? Like, is this a game that has cutscenes, basically? So you can see that like throughout our little situation here, I have notes about what we're trying to do. Like, I have notes about what we're trying to do. You've never seen Cal and Soliana in the same room, exactly. Oh, I love Thrillville, guys. You guys can't get me started on how much I love Thrillville, or I'll cry. I don't know, because it's such a, like, it's not... Okay, there's a Super Butterbuns video. Super Butterbuns? Or is she just Butterbuns? Is it Extra Butterbuns as a stream channel? Anyway, Super Butterbuns made like a Thrillville retrospective, and it made me so happy because I feel like I'm the only one who remembers it exists. But like, I have tried to play other theme park simulator games. I don't think I like theme park simulator. I don't think I like that. Like, you know, I like the actual, you build the roller coaster and you see, like, you go into the eyes of the guests and you interact with the guests. Like, Thrillville is just a special breed, and I feel like it cannot be recaptured in some other game. Okay, let me read the chat. I loved making that roller coaster. Yeah, exactly, Lumen, in YouTube chat, Lumen. I loved making the people fly off the edge and they just, like, parachute, like, right? They just, like, parachute off the edge and it's so funny. Anthony, in Twitch, Xenoblade story series is so good. Yeah, that's the other thing that I wanted to do. So we're about to do a couple things right now. I want to go over the games on the list, but then also if you guys are like, Cal, where is Fire Emblem? Where is the Xenoblade, like, oh my god, the Xenoblade Chronicles? Like, we can add, right? I will take recommendations. We will add things, right? But yeah, and so I'm kind of wondering about that as well. Cyrus, Xenoblade is great. I only played 2, okay. Yeah, see, I haven't even played, like, I don't even know anything about Xenoblade at all. But yes, so that is the plan. That is a game plan today. So, I also have my Steam up because it's a Steam sale. So we're doing a lot, like, there's so much going on. Like, we're doing the most right now. And the Steam sale is up, so we need to, like, look at whether or not we want to, right? We want to buy some of the games that are not here on the list right now. So, Slay the Princess. Again, I lost my fucking headers, so, oops. So Slay the Princess, I do not have. I wouldn't do a one-off video with Hunter. Now, in terms of stream priority, I feel like high is fine. It's a high or a medium to me, because it is popular, like it came out very recently, so I feel like that can go in a high, that people may want to see me stream it now, right? I think this is first time playthrough. It says yes, because this is a visual novel, right? This is a story-based game. You can't really replay it. Like, I couldn't replay it on, you know, or my friend Soliana could not replay. That's what I'm gonna call it. That's what I'm gonna say. My friend Soliana could not replay the game probably, because it is a visual novel that has multiple endings, and I'd probably want to get all the endings, so that's why I put it in Calxiyn only. And if chat agrees, I don't know. There's a lot of VTubers playing Slay the Princess, so maybe you guys would have seen. But I would like opinions, please. But I'm assuming it's Calxiyn only. Now, the thing is, okay, this is a visual novel, as far as I'm aware, right? Actually, I think that, can I do this? And you guys can see, hold on. Hello. We are actually, you know, along with our little comfy music that we have in the background, we can actually go into Steam, right? And check and fact check some of these things, right? Okay, yeah, so it's a narrative game. It's a choices matter visual novel. So here's my logic, guys. Here is the logic and the reasoning, okay? The logic and reasoning. Here's my thing. It's a visual novel, so technically, should I edit it? But at the same time, I don't think so. I don't think it needs to be edited, because the entire game is a visual novel. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm talking about editing something, I'm talking about, like, Kingdom Hearts. Cut out the gameplay and I posted my reactions to the cutscenes on my YouTube channel. Or, like, that's what I'm doing with Genshin, right? And so, for Slay the Princess, you're a visual novel. The whole game should be the story. So I don't think, if chat agrees with my reasoning. I don't think I'll edit it. I think I'll just stream it like Little Goody Two-Shoes, because that's what it is, right? And so I don't know if it needs to be cut down, because whatever I play, like, whatever I play on YouTube, that's the game. Like, there you go. Like, that's the game. So I don't think that we need to edit Slay the Princess. Now, to get back to the Steam sale, though, Girly is only 10% off, okay? I have a budget in terms of how much I want to spend on this Steam sale. I don't know if 10% off, like 10% off is not getting me, like is not enticing me enough to go forward with this purchase. Curtis agrees that it is pretty short. I think I read that already, but I am confused. But yeah, I guess I could be selective light, but because I don't have a lot of time to edit, I made a whole Patreon post about how editing makes me sad. Sort of. That's sort of what I posted. I don't think I would edit it because it is a story game. So I'm assuming that you are here for the story. What maybe I would do is a short where I'm like, oh my god, the twist. The twist. But yeah, and then I would probably skip the dialogue that I've seen already, as chat is saying, if we do multiple playthroughs like Little Goody Two-Shoes. Luckily, Little Goody Two-Shoes actually implemented that. So, on the topic of Slay the Princess, I think, and I'm gonna do, what color do I want for this? We've already kind of used a lot of the rainbow here. Let me use a custom. Let's go to a custom color. So on the matter of Slay the Princess, I say that we have, I know that's obnoxious. That's such an obnoxious color right now. You know, like, but I think that our meeting on Slay the Princess seems to be settled. The gameplay is making choices. People may be there for the gameplay and not the story. Yeah, that's kind of a light, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that, I don't know, like, I guess technically I could cut it into story reactions, but they're so intermingled together that people want to see the result of the choices anyway. Like, it's not like Persona, which had random grinding that I felt needed to get cut out of the VOD. Like, it sounds like for a visual novel, the whole experience is useful in that way. So I think on the topic of Slay the Princess, I call the meeting adjourned. I think. So Alice Madness returns. I actually do have this game. I'm ready to play it. I'm ready to edit it down because I did my research, and YouTube says that it has cutscenes. So I think that it makes sense to edit. It's not a very long game. I do want to play Alice Madness Returns relatively soon. I don't want to wait too long. That's why I put it in high priority. I do, like, after Migi and Dally is finished, and probably not after Arnold goes home, but you know, like, there's a lot going on right now. So probably after some point, I think that I'm gonna try to basically stream 3 times a week in terms of stuff that needs to be edited, which will be Twisted Wonderland, Genshin, and a game, like a story game. And then if I stream on YouTube and Twitch, yes, if I multi-stream, it'll be a game that I don't need to edit because there will be no editing, and then I'll just do that, like, whenever I, you know, feel like and have time. And so, I probably shouldn't say 4 streams a week, because that may not work out. But, like, that's basically what I'm thinking, is, like, Genshin, Twisted Wonderland, another story-heavy game, and then something that I stream, and, like, I don't need to edit this. We're here, we're done. Like, that's all we're doing. And so, I think Slay the Princess is good for that vibe, but Alice Madness Returns, I would like to edit it because it's a platformer. It's also an old platformer, and there may be some struggle that is not conducive to a good viewing experience. So I think that I can justify that being edited down. Let's talk about Baldur's Gate, guys. Okay, we're gonna go back to Steam though, because again, we're like, the Steam sale is going on. So this is the motion for the entire got some Animal Crossing in here, hello? Okay, where did Baldur's Gate go on my, okay. Listen, these Baldur's Gate people, they know their worth, okay? Because this game is only 10% off. That does not do anything for me, okay? The game needs to be 50% off, but I also know, like, so many of my mutuals are playing this game. So many of them love the game. They've played the game. I think Hunter's girlfriend has played the game 3 times. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but this is a long game. And I was so surprised. Like, I was surprised. Oh, there may be stuff that I can't. I don't know if I can. I should be careful about what I'm showing. I don't know if there's any mature. No, probably not. It's just the trailer. Anyway. I probably don't need to worry about that. But yeah, I'll be a bit more careful. But yeah, so chat, like, what do we think? Is Baldur's Gate worth $70? If anyone's curious, my budget's like $150. Like, that's the vibe in terms of purchasing this Steam winter sale. And I think I put it in the Discord, but my cart was like $240. So we need to drop a good $100. Games are just also expensive in Canada. And I'm sad. I heard it's good, but I don't like the camera facing down gameplay. Interesting. I mean, here's the other thing with me, guys. I am a picky, not picky. I don't have that. I think I'm the opposite of picky, actually. I don't have a particular genre of games that I like, if that makes sense. Like, I like a lot of different things. I like Kingdom Hearts, and I tend to skew towards JRPG, but if you look at my favorite games, I think I posted this on Twitter a couple weeks ago. If you guys look at my favorite game list, some of it is like unintelligible in terms of why is Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the same list as Persona 5? Like, you know, some of it does not make sense. Light says, but what if we budgeted games here and got rid of something so you'd have more Baldur's Gate money? That, I mean, I don't know. I lost my cart. Somehow, my cart disappeared. I think it's because I was shopping on my Mac. So maybe at the end, after we're done this part, we'll go back and put the things in my cart that I was going to buy, and then we can decide, you guys can decide what was in there and what should get cut. So I think on the topic of Baldur's Gate, though, in terms of this particular section, I think that this makes sense to me. I don't think I'm gonna edit down this game. It's long. It's a long goddamn game, and I don't have the will to live. So I don't think that I'm gonna edit it, because I know, like, part of me is like, oh, but the story, like, what about the story? But at the same time, I feel like that if you like games like Baldur's Gate, you can put up with whatever horrendous gameplay I serve you, right? Because the whole idea of me editing something is to edit out the fluff or grinding or annoying things, right? But I feel like that Baldur's Gate 2, some of the story is intertwined, like some of the gameplay, the story is directly impacted by the gameplay choices that you make as well. And so it doesn't make sense. If I edited something out, people may not understand how we got there. So I think that I would just stream it. The question is, I don't know if I can stream it on Twitch and YouTube. I know there's some naughty things in the game, so like this is into question what I would need to do to censor myself, but I think in terms of this, like there would be no one-off video, there would be no editing. Yes, Key in the Twitch chat is saying it's too hard to edit. Cyrus in Twitch is saying, story, tell the truth, you want to smash cute girls. I like the man. The guy that sounds like Preminger from Barbie Princess and the Bomber. I'm talking about the guy that won at the Game Awards. Please, somebody help us. Oh, wait a minute. YouTube chat. No! YouTube chat, you have not been integrated into Twitch chat. I'm so sorry. I wasn't ignoring you guys. I don't know what happened to you. Oh, no. Guys, we have to pop out YouTube chat. YouTube chat stopped loading. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know what happened. I have like a chat that puts both of the chats together for me. I'm gonna pop both of them out. Something happened. I couldn't see you guys the whole time. I'm so sorry. Okay. The last thing that we got was Lumin saying that that would be a workout, which I'm assuming was talking about like the editing of the original situation. Imagine how you would play a Telltale game. Yes, exactly. Like a Telltale game is something that I'm like, I'm not editing this. So upset that the creator of Alice, this is YouTube chat, Twitch chat, could not greenlight the third Alice game. I know, I was so upset. Like I was so mad when I saw that, even though I've never played them, because that's just so shitty that they won't give the man the rights. They won't give him his rights back, but they also don't want to do anything with the property, which I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why they can't just give the man the rights if they have no intention to go forward with making anything, right? With making anything for the game anymore. I just think that that's ridiculous. I was also heated when I saw that too. Like, and I feel so bad for him. But you know what? I feel like that fairy tale games, first of all, I feel like fairy tale games are not as saturated a market as they should be. This is like deep Calxiyn lore, and you guys may not know about this, but I really like fairy tale fights, which is a very bad, I don't want to call it bad, but it's a very old game that came on the PlayStation 3, and basically what you do is you pick which fairy tale character you want. You can be Little Red Riding Hood, and you can have like an axe like the Huntsman, and you kill other fairy tale things. And there's 4 playable characters that I can't remember, and it's a hack and slash, and I used to love it as a kid because it was fairy tale, and then it was also so gory, and I guess it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of camp and a little cringe. I don't know, like it's somewhere in between camp and cringe, but why hasn't anyone done that? Like, fairy tales are, first of all, public domain, and there's nothing, I love fairy tale fights, and there's nothing like that, and I feel just sadness. I feel so much sadness that nothing has ever been attempted in the vein of that again. No, not the anime Lumen. No, I'm not talking about fairy tale. I'm talking about fairy tale fights. I think Key in Twitch chat says, I think most people don't touch fairy tales thanks to Disney. It's only starting to change recently. And then Cyrus said in Twitch chat about EA is stupid and greedy. Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it up, right? But yes, I do have both chats up. I'm sorry, YouTube chat. Please don't leave me. Please come back. But yeah, I would fuck with a fairy tale game. Like, I want them to make another game like that. I mean, I want to make games. I know I've never talked about this before, but while I was at Arnold's house, I was like, but what if I made a game? What if and I have an idea for something, but I would need, like, assistance. I would need actual help because I don't think that I could program. Maybe an RPG Maker or something. Yoko Toro had a fairy tale gotcha game, but it got shut down. Oh, you probably would have liked it, Cyrus is saying. No. That's so sad. I mean, I guess we have Twisted Wonderland. That's our constellation prize, right? Cal, I've watched multiple YouTube videos about Baldur's Gate 3. People are very judicious with their editing. I thought you and cut out a bunch of stuff. Like, it's only the key moments. Okay, so I guess I'll multi-stream it, and I would consider editing it. So I think that that's where we stand at Baldur's Gate. Hell no, / with consideration for really big surprises. Like, that may be a YouTube short or something, like a really hype moment. But on the topic of Baldur's Gate, I think that meeting is kind of adjourned. What kind of game would you make? I don't want to talk about it though. What if one of the 18 people in here steal my idea? I'm just joking. I want to make a game that is similar to Yandere Simulator, and don't look at me like that, but it's 2D, and you are a villain at a school for princesses, and your goal is to kill the other princesses that are in love with the prince. So Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. So that's what it would be like. You have rivals, and you want to kill them, but they're fairy tale based characters. But it would be 2D, not 3D, and that's as far as yeah, maybe 2D. Maybe, but I think 2D would just be easier. Cal, are you doing okay? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it actually fucks. And then you would have to kill your rivals with the way that they died in their stories. So if your rival, the first rival is Snow White, you have to figure out how to poison them. And I think that would be fun. But maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. One of the 18 people here steal it, Lumen says me with my social media idea. But yeah, that's the only idea I have so far. I don't know how I would actually put it into any practice. But I would like something like that. A puzzle. It would be a puzzle game, I suppose, in that sense. Because you would need to figure out how to dispose of the rival. That, or she's allergic to apples, Light says. Yeah, something like that. And so I had this sort of idea that for the opening, you know, not the opening, but like if Snow White is your first rival, for example, she's always surrounded by the dwarves. So something you could do is befriend the dwarves and give one of the dwarfs a poison apple to give to Snow White, and then they give it to her. So just avenues in terms of how you would dispose of her. Or, you know, Snow White is in the baking club, because that makes sense with lore and whatever. And so you would join the baking club, and then after you earn her trust high enough, you can poison her with a pie yourself. But then the danger would be dwarf detection, right? Like if the dwarfs detect that you're up to no good, or if they try the food and you accidentally kill all of them too, it's a whole thing. So that's my video game idea, guys. Please, no steal, no steal. But yeah, I would love to play. Actually, maybe someone should steal it so they make it, because I realistically, unless somebody, you know, say in my Discord server that knows how to program is like, that sounds like it fucks, actually. You know, it's never gonna happen, but... Oh, but anyway, yeah, so that's roughly, I want to do some fairy tale, something. Okay, so Danganronpa, guys. Let's get into this. So we already have Danganronpa. My question is, like, is Danganronpa also a visual novel? Because I actually had plans to edit it, because I thought it was more like Persona, where you need to fight people, but I actually realized that I don't quite know what Danganronpa is in terms of the gameplay, right? And I already own it on the Switch. Hello? Bestie? Steam? Nothing in your search? Hold on. There is nothing in my search? That's not good. Okay, let me just click one, and then we will. Okay. Story-rich visual novel. Okay, so maybe I wouldn't have to edit it, because you're a visual novel. It's the same situation. Yeah, Smaller Stole says in YouTube chat that it's primarily a visual novel. Those are point-and-click elements, but a visual novel makes up a great deal of the game's runtime. But I can edit. I know, Light. I know. To reiterate with the editing thing, basically what I mean is like, just because I can edit doesn't mean I want to. What we're trying to accomplish is how much we can get away with. Basically, like, what can we get away with? This goes up and we're not editing it, because it's also fine, probably mostly fine unedited. Like Little Goody Two Shoes, for example, does have story and whatnot, right? But Persona is something that I would consider editing, because Persona has all these long dungeons where you're just fighting things, but then it has actual story and cutscenes. So yeah, if we're in visual novel land, I'm actually gonna change this. Maybe, and obviously with all this stuff, I would consider, you know, uploading clips if there's a big twist or something, but I think that it seems like in that case, if we're getting into visual novel land, I'm more okay with just not editing it. So, in terms of the meeting of Danganronpa, I call this adjourned, I think. Maybe. Unless, I mean, I guess, but you guys are saying that there's puzzles and then we do a courtroom trial, so the puzzles may actually not be worth cutting out. I don't want to put it that way, but maybe, like, if the puzzles were too... But at the same time, like, you can argue... It's hard, okay? Let me try to rephrase my thoughts. With something like Dark Souls, you are there because, in my opinion, in a stream, because you want to see someone actually fight. Like, you want to see someone struggle and you want to see someone fight. And so, there's a difference between Kingdom Hearts, where the situations in between with the Heartless, even though they're fun, in terms of a YouTube video, you may not necessarily need to see that, because widely for the story, it doesn't matter. But, because... like, a puzzle, if it's a puzzle game, you want to see how people solve the puzzles, right? So I think that I stand by my decision not, yeah, because that's what I'm thinking, Light, in Twitch chat. Light is saying that you could trim the puzzles down and then, you know, cut that sort of stuff out of it. But at the same time, if the gameplay is mostly puzzles, like, the puzzles are integrated into the story, and that's it. Like, I wouldn't cut the puzzles out of a Nancy Drew, you know? Because that's the whole point of the Nancy Drew. Whereas with Kingdom Hearts, I would cut out heartless fights that are inconsequential and things like that. Hello, Owen! You have come at the right time. We've only done 4 games, and it's been, 25 minutes. So you have come to the right place. But yeah, okay, so I think Danganronpa can stay on YouTube in its form. I mean, I can also play the first one and then make a decision as well. But yeah, I think that Kingdom Hearts and Persona is a good example of I'm getting out of here. Like, you know, like I'm getting this out. I'm not focusing on this because with Dark Souls or Lies of P, you want to see the streamer beat the boss. You want to see the streamer solve the puzzle. You want to see them do that. I don't know if, again, for Persona, you necessarily need to see all the stealth and the slinking around and all that stuff and fighting the same shadows 400 times and whatnot. So I think that there could be a highlights, but I probably wouldn't edit it in the same way that I edited Persona, where I just throw everything out a window. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I threw everything out of Persona out the window. Like, in terms of, anything that wasn't a cutscene and wasn't theorizing, I think I just cut it out of the VOD. So I think for Danganronpa, we will stick with this for now, and then possibly highlight reel for, like, super twists or something of that nature. Okay, besties. We need to talk about Fire Emblem. I tried to play Fire Emblem. Why does this say Twitch only? She's tripping. There ain't no way. Okay, here's the thing. So Fire Emblem, I remember trying to play Fire Emblem, and it's not that I didn't like it, it's that I was tired. I don't know. Like, I was like, this game is exhausting. So, do you guys think that it would be... No, but there's so much, like, combat and stuff. No, I would need to edit it, right? Because there's just so much, like... I remember things that were oh my god. Not monotonous, like that they were, like, taxing. So I think that's probably why. I was like, I don't want to edit this. The game's so fucking long, but actually I think it would be quite easy. Just, yeah, it's Three Houses, Light. Light is asking which game we played. It was Three Houses, but, so that was that on that. And so I think my instinct is that probably we wouldn't need to show every piece of combat, and that would be very helpful. Definitely edited material, says Cobalt, yes. Three Houses is YouTube friendly. You can end after each major mission. Ooh, well that's interesting too. It works, Owen says in YouTube chat, it works well as a stream game because the individual sessions can go on for so long. Interesting. So, like, there's, like, missions, almost like the Kingdom Hearts worlds. So it's split up nicely, too. Okay. So I think in that case, we would probably... There's lots of stuff. Yeah, you guys are saying there's lots of fluff or chaff, as Owen is saying. Three Houses is quite easy to edit, like, major chunks and blocks out of. It's very episodic and very well segmented. Okay, so on the topic of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I vote that they get to be edited. They can be edited. Sure, that is on the edit line, right? Yeah. This means, the blue thing that says yes means whether or not, basically if it's Twitch only, that also means that it would be edited if it was Twitch only, so. And then if people want to see me struggle with gameplay. But yeah, I do have Fire Emblem Three Houses on the Switch. I don't know if that also was why I was struggling, if it was because it was on the Switch or not. I don't know, but I remember not liking it. I was pissed. I was mad because I was like, I spent all the money on the game and I'm not having fun. So maybe I just need help. I don't know. I think I played it by myself. I don't know if I streamed it. I love how we've gotten to the point where we're like, guys, we need backseating. Also, can you guys hear the music in the background, by the way? I know it's kind of late being, 38 minutes into the stream and wondering if you guys are just hearing me talk in silence or if you have, you know, oh wait, the Switch is the only platform. Oh, that's unfortunate for it. That's unfortunate for them. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay, so if that's our only option, I suppose that's all we got, right? Okay. So, let us move on. God of War. So, okay, I don't have God of War, but Arnold has it. So what we're gonna do when Arnold goes home is we're gonna, I don't know, combine our Steam accounts and holy matrimony or something. I don't know. We're gonna marry our stream accounts to each other, or our Steam accounts to each other. That way we both get it. It is, though, however, I think it's 50% off right now, which is actually quite tempting, even though I may be able to play it on Arnold's, because, like, 50% off is a good deal. So we'll come back to this later in terms of the actual purchasing situation. I am talking about the first one in terms of the reboot. So it's the God of War 2022. 2022? That seems too soon. Chat? Question mark? Hold on. I'm tripping right now. I'm talking about the one where they go to the new place. Like, the one that started, like, the reboot, I think. So not Ragnarok. Maybe? This just says God of War. Steam says God of War 2018. Oh, okay, guys. The reason why is probably because I'm looking at Steam and the PC release was probably 2 years later, possibly. So PC, yes, exactly. Thank you, Regi, for clarifying in the YouTube chat. So 2022 is when it got ported. So that is, I think, what we're looking at. So I haven't played, I guess Ragnarok will go on here, right? If I play this one. I'm interested in playing the first three, because I know, okay, so I know there's 3 games, and then they kind of, like, soft rebooted the situation. But I think that I would probably start with this one, just because the other games, as far as I can tell, are not, like, they're not on Steam, so it kind of sounds like they may be a pain in the ass. Like, you would have to emulate the first 3 God of War that were on, like, the PS2. And I don't know if I'd have as much fun trying to struggle through an older game. Like, I may appreciate it more going through the newer game that kind of soft revitalized the series. So that's my logic with starting with the 2018, yes, the 2018 God of War version, if you wanna call it that, instead of, like, God of War 1 or whatever. So I think, like, those are too far back. I have a PS2 emulator, and I have a real PS2. I'm just a little concerned about the factor of whether or not I would find it fun. Why don't they just port this shit, man? Like, why don't they just put the games on Steam, bro? I don't understand, but that's okay. I don't need to understand. We have each other. That's all that matters. So we'll start here not knowing anything about anything. Definitely edited, right? Like, this game has cutscenes. Yes? I'm pretty sure. But it's good to check. Also, hi, Karis, by the way. Nice to see you here in the Twitch chat. I don't know if you guys are gonna find this annoying in the VOD that I'm specifying, but I don't know what else to do, because I don't want it to be too confusing. I love God of War, but if we care more about character, the character is more powerful. If we care about the character, it's more powerful if you already understand. Oh, I see. Yes. I understand what you guys are saying. It's basically like, yes, it's a reboot, but if you play the other games, you'll care a bit more. I can care about this, man. I attach to characters quite easily, so I don't know if it'll be that big of a problem for me, but in terms of editing, I think that you guys would say to edit it, right? Because it's a very story-heavy game, is it not? But yeah, I realized, like, I don't really know how this game plays at all. Like, in terms of, like, gameplay. I mean, I'm assuming it's kinda, like, it's not turn-based. So, it's more like, oh, God, what have I played? I don't know anything. Jeez. I don't know. I've seen people play it, and just how, I know it's not as hard as a Dark Souls game, but it reminds me, like, of the perspective and, like, the movement and stuff like that. Like, I mean, this is action, so I guess it's just action. And that's what we're calling it, action game. 3D action game. But yeah. Pretty basic action game. So I think third person over the shoulder, yes. And so I think that in that case, we will probably let God of War get edited. If you can beat Kingdom Hearts, you can beat God of War. Yeah, Arnold was concerned about difficulty. I'm not entirely sure why. He said that the endgame content was kind of a pain, but I mean, that's endgame content. Like, you're already at the end of the game. Like, you know, he said to play on easy and it would be fine. And I was like, I don't play games on easy. I want to at least play on normal. I don't know if it was that serious. But I mean, in fairness to Arnold, I haven't actually played a game in a long time, so he may have been looking out for us. All right. So I think I'm pretty set on, like, editing down God of War if I play it, so we can move on to Hades. All right, so this is what I need help on, because I don't actually know the answer to this. If Hades, I already have it, so that's fine. I really want to play it. The only thing I'm not sure about is if there are, like, edited cuts, like, if there are cutscenes, like, in the same way that Persona has cutscenes or Kingdom Hearts has cutscenes. Because I know I don't want to say that it's in a visual novel style, but I've seen it. I've seen characters talking to each other where they have their little portrait and it's 2D and it's kind of like little goody two-shoes. But, like, is there fluff to cut out of Hades? Is there editing that needs to be done for Hades? What's your definition of a cutscene? Yeah, see, that's the hard part. I'm like, is there enough? I don't know. No cutscenes, just talking via dialogue boxes. It's a lot more focused on the gameplay. Interesting. YouTube chat, Regi is saying it's more focused on the gameplay. Cyrus in Twitch chat is saying that it's talking via the dialogue boxes. Do they have voices or do I need to do the voices? That's a good question. Like, that's another question for us. That if we have to do the voices, you know, like that's a whole other thing. Owen says there are cutscenes, but more importantly, there's a ton of character interaction spread across a big game. Cyrus says that everyone is voice acted. Okay, good. You can edit it to be segments with certain characters, fully voiced. Okay. In that case, I feel like that if it's fully voice acted, it can be edited. I know that sounds weird because, like, what would be the difference? But in my head, it makes more sense because, I don't know, like, when you're reading the dialogue, obviously with Twisted Wonderland, I react, right? But when you're reading the dialogue, it's a different experience in terms of reacting to the story because not only do you need to voice them, but you also need to interject your own opinions. And so because it's all fully voiced, I would say that it could probably be edited based on what you guys are saying. It sounds like that it could be edited in a way that if they're actually talking to each other and it's not just me talking to myself, if that, you know, like, I don't know, it's a weird thing to kind of explain, but, like, in my streamer brain, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to be like, oh, well, if I'm doing all the voice acting, that's not as emotionally resonant as hearing their voices in terms of emotions and cutscenes and stuff. So it sounds like that there are, oh my gosh, there are character-driven scenes that people may want to see separate from gameplay. And of course, right, you know, if anybody wants to see the gameplay portion, that would be up on Twitch and people can go look for that. But I'm trying to do this for the poor YouTube viewers in a sense, because, you know, I don't want my channel to be like 10-hour Stardew Valley VOD and stuff like that. Not to say, or to have anything against people that do that, because I think that, you know, like HoloLive, for example, I love their long streams. I love listening to, you know, a Calliope 10-hour stream and stuff, but yeah, the contract, as I call it, that I've made with my viewers, I feel like that people expect more story-centric and whatnot, and things to be a little, I don't know, tighter, because I make YouTube videos first and foremost, and so that's why I'm having this debate about, okay, well, what do we gameplay and what do we edit and what do we, right? Because I want to make sure that people feel like that, oh, well, Cal's not just trying to stream just to stream. She has a plan in mind where something like Hades and God of War gets, you know, polished, edited treatment because it deserves it. Stuff like that, so that's how I'm kind of rationalizing things that, like, can YouTube deserve an edited version of the thing? Or will YouTube enjoy it more if it's an edited version of the thing? And for people that do want to see gameplay, then. But yeah. But I mean, I may stream for 6 hours sometime, but it probably won't be a story-heavy game. We would probably do, like, Stardew Valley for a really long time or something like that. Something that gets archived on Twitch, but yeah. You know, that's why I tried to keep... Little Goody Two Shoes sometimes ran for a long time, but I tried to keep Little Goody Two Shoes in segments, so at least the YouTube viewers could understand that even if a VOD was like 5 hours long, it was like, okay, but this is the area that we did in Little Goody Two Shoes, so people can find it easier and stuff like that. Okay, Horizon Zero Dawn. So I have this on the PS4, so we don't need to worry about Steam. So what I'm not sure about is kind of similar to God of War. I'm not actually sure if this game... I don't even know if this game has a story. I'm sure it does. I'm sure Horizon does, right? Because, you know, a lot of people seem to love the main female character, but I don't know if Horizon has, like, a Last of Us cutscene. Hi, Arnold, in the YouTube chat. Blue says, I played both Horizon games, DLC included. Okay, so you guys would know. So, editing. Do we edit? It's story heavy and it's open world. Interesting. Okay. So I guess in that case, it kind of sounds like... It sounds like that it would be beneficial to edit it then. Because if the story... If it has a lot of story, that story could be segmented. But it's open world, though. That's what I'm like, oh god, like, what are we gonna do? Because I have The Witcher on here, and I had a fuck this attitude with The Witcher. I'm not editing this. It's somewhere on the sheet where I'm like, no, I'm not editing down The Witcher. I don't care. But I think that for Horizon, it's a much shorter game. It's even though it's open world. Question mark, guys. So I think that Twitch only may make some sense. But yes, Horizon's got the Last of Us 2 style cutscene situation. So that's what I would probably do. That's like the best when a game has a clear cutscene, again, like Kingdom Hearts. Oh, it has story, but it's not super in-depth, and the presentation isn't amazing 75% of the time. Well, that's a whole other problem. That's a whole other issue. But yeah, open world... You know, yeah, large expanses in between key plot locations. That's why I'm like, yeah, that makes sense for me to edit. The question is what we're gonna do with The Witcher, but that's a whole other story. Horizon Zero Dawn is way to edit the story, bitch, which your reaction to the open world stuff, like the different robot creatures. Arnold, I think you're missing a word. It says, is way to edit the story. Like, it's way too big to edit the story, or it's way, like, we should. Like, way. Sure. It's the same as The Witcher, but The Witcher does have a way juicy story, Owen is saying. Oh, see, this is where things get spicy, because you wonder. You wonder. I hate open world games. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I hate the world being open. I want the world to be closed. Close the goddamn world. It's so, like, yeah, I mean, I think that, like, I don't know, that's just how I was raised. I was raised on, like, Kingdom Hearts and stuff. It should be easy to edit. Oh, okay, thank you. So that is, now that Arnold's here, we also have extra jurisdiction, if that makes sense. Okay. The big one. The one that's in the thumbnail. Let's talk about Lies of P, okay? Here's the thing. I want to play Lies of P because it's Pinocchio and it's dark and it's fantasy and it's not cyberpunk, steampunk, and it looks really cool, but I've never played a Dark Soul game. So there has been debates about this that have spanned different chats, different Discord servers, different DMs. I don't know. I don't know because this is on the list in terms of I would like to play it someday. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna go out and buy it right now. And obviously someday, maybe, I don't know, I'll get good, I suppose. But chat is saying it's gonna manhandle me. I think the thing with Lies of P is that there's branching options with this. Something that Arnold and I talked about was that it may be interesting if he plays through the game and I am present. And I'm there, you know, to react to the game. So maybe what we'll do, let me see if you guys support this. Maybe what we'll do is, maybe not now, but at some point, we will buy the game, and I will try to play it, and if I do not have fun, we'll just wait for Arnold to come rescue us, and then we'll play it together, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but now that we're getting more down the list, there's a Calxiyn and Arnold tag in the spreadsheet, so I think that maybe we could try, and then next time Arnold comes over. However, I'm not going to spend, back to the Steam sale, guys, because how much is it right now? In this case, it's only 20% off, and games go 20% off all the time. It's not just the Steam sale, right? 90% off? Unheard of. 50% off? Great, not unheard of, because obviously this is 90, right? But like, Lies of P is not cheap enough right now where I'm like, I gotta buy this now because for the rest of the year, it's never gonna get that low again. Because what if in the spring, there's a Steam spring sale and it goes to 25% off and I still haven't played it and Arnold's still not here yet. So I think that what is sound is maybe to buy it closer to maybe when Arnold is going to visit again. So, and when he'll stay for a longer period of time, that gives us, the benefit of completion, possibly? But I think that for now, we probably will not purchase today. When we go back to the Steam sale and decide what we're buying, I don't think that we're gonna buy it today. It is not cheap enough. Let me read the chat, because I've ignored you guys for a couple minutes. Light says, it's okay, open world games are usually just oh wait, I read that already, shit. Okay, Cyrus says, Lies of P is amazing, but it's gonna manhandle you, which we read. And Cyrus says, again, that would be best. The story's right up your alley, but the gameplay's extreme. And then Arnold in YouTube chat is saying that Lies of P is getting DLC and a sequel, so we got time. Owen says that the tag team idea is sound, and Parker is saying that we'll have trouble at first, but everything will eventually click together. And it does not have difficulty options, unfortunately, Cobalt, so I think that idea for now is sound. Not to buy it now because the deal's just not good enough, but to possibly have it, like, we'll start it as a Calxiyn, and if the Calxiyn is not Calxiyn enough, we'll, force Arnold to play it with us, because some of the games already have an Arnold tag. So I think that we should change the priority then to medium, because high priority is like, we're streaming next week, boys, let's go, right? And so unless, like, the developers of Lies of P are in this channel and they see that I want to play the game and they give me money, this is not happening right now because there are other things that we need to buy, and I have no money. And I really shouldn't be spending a lot of money anyway, because I mean, I posted about this on Patreon, but there's some financial stuff going on in my house at the moment, but, my mom did say, like, you know, you deserve a little bit of fun money, like, so keep this amount for fun. So, that's where we're at with fun right now. Okay, Little Goody Two Shoes, I have no idea why you're on here, bestie. I'm almost finished, so you're good, bestie, you're done. In the middle of the game right now. Persona 4 Golden. I think that this does not need a decision. Like, I think that we're already good in terms of, like, yeah, it's like Persona, so it would get edited. Now, what I think that we should add, however, which I think that we don't have right now, is why don't we make a little Persona 3... What is it? Persona 3... Rekindled? That's not what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Reloaded. I was so close. Rekindled. Okay, when does Persona 3 Rekindled come out? Oh yeah, I did mean to switch back to the spreadsheet. Thank you, Light. What would I do without the mods right now? Okay, yeah, it's Reloaded. It is not Rekindled. When does Reloaded come out? Does anybody know? Yes, thank you, Reggie and Light, for... I realize that maybe now your name is supposed to be pronounced Reggie and not Regi. Okay, it's February 2nd, so we're gonna put a nice Feb 2nd tag on this, and I will be there. So I think that, in terms of this, everything stays the same. It would just be that, I would probably play Persona 3 then before Persona 4. Also, I'm not starting a Persona game as the first game that gets me back into streaming, like, video games that aren't Genshin and Twisted Wonderland. That is cause for insanity. I'm gonna start probably, honestly, Alice is looking kinda good, you know? Like, Alice is looking good right now as, like, this is a short game that I'm almost guaranteed to enjoy, and I won't cry. And that's it. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, it's, Regi. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, I think that Persona 3 makes sense to me as something that we play immediately because it's going to come out, and so I can try to capitalize on, some hype. Remind, the personality test game. We do not have this. I'm assuming it's replayable because it's a personality. I mean, I guess it's not replayable because it is a personality test, unless, okay. Should I talk about this? No, never mind. I will not talk about this. Maybe I would play it on the Soliana channel, but I'm not going to explain why. In terms of why the personality test game would get a different, answer on a different YouTube channel with my friend Soliana. So I don't think that that would be edited, because, again, it's the same sort of thing. Now, it is 10% on Steam right now. 10% is still not good enough, but the game was only $10 to begin with, so that is a contender for our little situation in terms of our purchasing later. That is, I think it's fine, because it's literally only $1 off, so it doesn't really make a difference, but I think that it would be fine to add in my cart for now, and that would be a fun little thing to play with you guys too, and like play it on YouTube and not think about it too much. So, moving on, Sea of Stars. Unfortunately, question mark, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but the reason why I want to play Sea of Stars is because of the completionist, which I know that's a whole thing right now. We don't need to get into that, but I do want to play it. I don't know if anybody else has played it, but I'm getting the feeling, like, I'm not saying that there is probably a story for this game, right? But at the same time, it's probably not gonna be anything so nutty, I guess, that people want to see my reactions. Like, I feel like that, especially in terms of cutting something down into reaction content, it's really games that have an established hooks into people, you know, like Fire Emblem and God of War and Alice, even to some extent, or Persona. And so I feel like that with Sea of Stars, it's not that I don't think people would be interested in separate reactions, but I wonder how much it would warrant separate reactions, because I do think separate reactions work well when it's like, property everyone likes. Like, property everyone already likes, whereas this is like a very new game. But yes, we have not covered Hollow Knight yet, which I think is a very good sale at the moment, but I think Arnold also has it, so we may be good on that front. But yes, everything with the pink highlight we have discussed, and this is, oh my good lord. Okay. How good oh my god, how good are you at Chrono Trigger? I have never played Chrono Trigger. That is actually something I wanted to ask about, because I wanted to ask, maybe we'll put a pin in this until the end, but remind me, Cyrus, that I want to ask you guys about Xenoblade and Chrono Trigger, I think, in terms of, like, what I would play getting into those series of things. But I don't know if anybody's played Sea of Stars in terms of being able to vouch for whether or not we think that it needs to be, cutscene-ified, if we want to call it that. If it needs to be, you know, cutscened in the same way, but I kind of get the vibe that it probably doesn't. Like, this would just be something that I play, again, in multi-stream, and we just have a little goofy fun time. I don't know if it's that serious. So I think for now, unless someone has played and can vouch for otherwise about crazy shit, we will just leave it at that. I may play the demo first. That may be a good idea, Cyrus in Twitch chat is suggesting, because, I mean, I may not like it, but I heard it's really good. Slime Rancher, I don't think we need a debate over this, so I think that we're just gonna highlight that and move on. There are some games here, like, remember, guys, that this is my personal list, so there are some games here that it's like, yeah, I didn't expect it to need discussing, per se. 12 minutes is another one. I think that, like, all the way here... Oh, God. Did you guys see that? I hope not. Anyway, I think that, like, we're kind of good now as we get into, certain things. And so I'm gonna actually highlight this entire chunk because these ones say Calxiyn and Arnold, so that would be Arnold and I wasn't sure about BioShock. I guess I can talk to Arnold about that. I don't think I have a Twitch only tag for BioShock because I wasn't sure, but I know Alan Wake is very story heavy and people really like the story. Breath of the Wild I have streamed before. I did 3 out of 4 of the Divine Beasts and I gave up. There's not really any reason why this is here. There's no reason why this is here other than I own it already, and I put, like, could be Soliana by the time we get to this, because if I do replay it, I probably wouldn't replay it on Calxiyn. Like, I just have too many games that I would rather play, I suppose. And if I had to start over, I guess it would be starting over for the Calxiyn channel, so that's why I have that note there. But I tried to play Breath of the Wild, and I did like it. I remember liking it, but I didn't like it enough that it needs to be edited. So if for some reason I ever feel the need, if anything, like, I already played it. Do I have the VODs anywhere? I don't even know if I have the VODs on YouTube, but I already played it. So, I don't know. Like, I think that it shouldn't even really be on there because I didn't finish it, but I played it. I got everything. I can't see myself going back to the game unless, again, it's for Soliana. Cult of the Lamb, I think that I have a note here just saying that we should play it when the update comes out. Because I did play it and I did really like it, but I think that we need to start over just because I probably don't remember what I was doing. I did stream it a couple times though. And I did like it, but I don't think I would. I tried to edit it actually. I remember I made shorts for it or like clips and I was like, this was not... We did not need to do this. Could be both. Yeah, that's good. Dreamlight Valley. There is a tag here that says, no, people do not care about the story for Dreamlight Valley. Dreamlight Valley is something that I'm not really sure if I actually do want to stream it. I've had enjoyment just playing it by myself. So it's not that I won't play it, but I have just liked playing it. So it may not come back to YouTube, but I tried to edit the story for YouTube and everybody was like, we do not give a fuck. I love the story for Dreamlight Valley. Like this idea that your other self who was a child got locked in the valley and they like have depression and there's all these journal entries about your loneliness, but I'm like the only one that cares. Most of the people that I see stream it, like they just throw their entire VOD or something. Or if they are showing an edited video, it's because it's like an expansion or they're decorating or whatever. So I think if I did stream Dreamlight Valley again, it would probably be very chill. I don't even know if I would show up in terms of my face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would even use my other VTuber model, but anyway, I have had fun playing it by myself. Fae Farm, don't have right now. I really, really want it. I don't think that there's a story that needs editing. Okay, so I think that we can skip by a couple things. You know, Epic Mickey, again, like just stuff that I have on like the Wii, like games that I've had forever that, yeah, I do want to play, but it may just be like a tiny little nibble of a game, like Hunter trying to play Epic Mickey for the first time, and maybe we would finish the game and maybe we wouldn't, something like that. I have an idea that maybe what Hunter and I will do is we will make individual videos for some of these, like, the trans girl plays such and such, like the series that we've been doing, but I think that as we get into longer games, like Barbie the 12 Dancing Princesses, like stuff that's not an hour, basically, I think that if we have a desire to continue to play the game, we would make basically a one video, and then we would stream the rest of it. is the vibe. A first impressions video, and then we just keep streaming. So, Hollow Knight. I have no idea if Hollow Knight has a story. I don't know anything about Hollow Knight, to be honest. So that's where we need the expert in the chat, Taker. It's already on the list. Like, I would like to play it. It's just that I don't know anything about it in terms of, does it have a story that would be good for being cut up into cutscenes, or is it something that I would stream just like I've been streaming Little Goody Two Shoes? Is Hollow Knight hard? I think that, is it a roguelite, like, in the way that the roguelites are hard sometimes? Like, I don't know, right? Souls-like, it's a Souls-like. Hollow Knight does have a story. How big is the story? How beefy is the story? Do people react to the story? Oh, Undertale's on this list somewhere, and Undertale I know, but 2D Dark Souls. Oh no, I'm not good at Dark Souls though. So yeah, I'm wondering if, in that case, Light is saying that it's a very good game, but that people may not necessarily seek out story reactions. And also, if it's a Souls-like, that implies to me that people want to see the gameplay, because the gameplay is intentionally difficult. So I think I may want to save this for Soliana. Thank you, Calxiyn Notes. So I think that we may leave that until I get my VTuber models at the very least, but it kind of sounds like that it wouldn't need to be edited per se. Owen says, Hollow Knight is incredible, but its story is like Dark Souls. Wikipedia and lots of desperate pieces you need to fit together. Okay. And then, Light is saying the same thing. It's the soul, like, how in Souls games there are a story, but you kind of have to go hunting. You have to go looking for them. I think Arnold has this game, so I don't think I'm gonna purchase this, even though it's dirt cheap right now, so I think that we can move on with the solace of the little note. I may want to wait until I have my VTuber model. That's what the Soliana tag basically means, right? We want to wait until my friend Soliana is done being created in the magic mirror or whatever's going on with that. Inscription, I think that we're probably good for that one. Link's Awakening, I'm not editing this. I don't care. Okay, now we have to get to Nier Automata. I think that Nier, the problem with Nier, from what I remember, is that it is an open world game. And so it is gonna be harder to edit, but I think it is worth editing because I do remember I had like pointless wandering sometimes. And so I think that Nier, I need to start over though, because I did start the game and I did not successfully continue the game. Like, I did not do well at completing the game. Okay. So that's where we are. Where did Steam go? Hello? I think that's where we are with that. I may have closed Steam by accident. That's where we are with that. Nobody saves the world. What's going on with this? I don't remember putting this on my list. We'll have to go looking. What was the logic? What was I thinking? Hack and slash RPG. Okay. This just seems like, again, a little goofy fun time. So I think that I would not edit this. I'm not even sure if this should stay on the list. Why did I want to play this? I don't know. I don't know what, I'm like, what possessed me to want to play this? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll leave it as it is right now because I think that it's fine in the state that it is in terms of not needing editing. Octopath. So listen, my thing is with Octopath, it's not that I don't think that it deserves editing, it's that I don't want to. It's that I don't want to edit it. And so I know that there's story stuff because I remember playing a little bit of it, but like, I think that it's not voiced. Maybe it is voiced. Maybe I'm a liar. I don't know. But yeah, I would like to play Octopath. I remember liking the gameplay, I think. I liked the gameplay, but there was something else I didn't like about it. Did I just say I didn't like playing the game? What did I just say? I'm losing my mind. I can't remember the last thing that I said. Anyway, so Octopath. Like, Octopath to me, if I remember correctly, was story heavy, and it was also story heavy in the sense that the story was always there. The story was always coming, and so I don't necessarily know if it would even need to be edited because, like, the story was, like, every thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if I did grinding particularly. Okay, you guys are saying it's fully voiced, though. Interesting. But yeah, I wonder if it was that there was just so much story that I was like, there's just so much anyway. You guys are saying there's a lot of walking around. Oh, okay, so I may be remembering the beginning of the game where the story was just everywhere. Do people want an Octopath Traveler reaction? It's so difficult, right? Because with games that don't necessarily have like a built-in reputation or fandom, it's like, but do people want that? Do you guys want this? But yeah, there's a lot of walking around in battles that could be cut. I feel like we need to do market research. If we're talking there's 8 characters with 4 story chapters each. Oh, okay, well that may be a nice way to split it then. You know, like that may be a nice way to split it in the sense of the character's story. Okay. Okay, Sarah Key did upload a video for the second game that says a love letter to JRPGs, which doesn't help me in terms of knowing if she segmented her playthrough of the first one, but it does lead me to believe that maybe, she doesn't have it on her channel, so if she did play it, it must have, maybe she did not edit it. Now we're getting into, like, did someone else do it? Like, did someone else edit through the story of the game? But yeah. Recommended levels are different. I'm assuming you mean, like, in terms of endgame and whatnot. Octopath 1 also has a demo. I already have the game, I think. So, I don't know if we need to demo it, per se. But yeah, my YouTube recommendation is garbage right now. I'm looking up Octopath Traveler reaction and nothing is happening. Like, reaction, story. Like, you know, maybe if I typed in a specific character, it would be more helpful, but, like, there's nothing. Like, I can't find a shit in here. Like, in terms of how people have edited their playthroughs, if they have edited. Octopath, the best game that no one played. That's sad. That's not nice. Oh, no. Okay, Octopath maybe one of the things. Maybe Octopath would be a we need to play it first, and then I'll decide. Oh my god, why is the text so small? Guys, do you guys see that? It's tiny. Start it first, then decide. Okay. So yeah, I think that maybe that's the vibe with that one. Don't edit Octopath. It's a game best played on your own? What do you mean, like by myself? I don't play we play games by ourselves. Okay, well if Arnold's just saying not to edit it in general, then I'll just stream it in a normal way. Okay. Let us now, we must go back to Steam, because I don't think that Omori is on my wish list at all, actually. Oh no, it's right here, never mind. Oh, I have this already. Okay, well, never mind. Put it away. Okay, so this is a story-rich psychological horror that does not tell me what the gameplay is. Navigate through the vibrant and mundane to uncover a forgotten past. Okay. But what kind of game are you? What kind of game are you? Psychological horror, story-rich, and pixel graphics does not tell me what game... what kind of game you are! What are you? Okay, anyway. Not sure. We aren't sure, guys. So, I know it's dark. I know that, but what kind of game is it? What do you do in the game? What do you play? What is the gameplay? What is the gameplay of the game? Maybe we can actually find a game. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to mute the audio so the video will autoplay. It's a turn-based RPG. Oh, that is not in the Steam tags. Bestie, please. do something. Okay. In that case, it sounds like... Oh, also, sorry if that was really loud, by the way, you guys. I didn't mean to burst your ears. Okay, it sounds like then I will edit it, because if it's a RPG and it's turn-based, and and it's story-rich, yeah, we'll edit that. That's fine. You can be edited. Papers, please. I don't even know why I want to play this, per se. I put a Soliana tag just in case that's a Soliana game, but we can move on because it's not that serious. Pocket Mirror. I think that with Pocket Mirror, I'll do the same thing as Little Goody Two Shoes, which means we're not editing it. But it is on sale, and so that is a contender for buying later. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption. Okay, so I think that with Red Dead Redemption, I talked about this with Arnold, but I'm probably not gonna tackle that anytime soon. Like, this is why we're getting into medium now, where it's like, you know, shrug emoji. That's what medium is. It's the shrug emoji. Yeah, so with Red Dead, like, I don't think so. Like, I don't think I'm editing you. Does Arnold have Red Dead, actually? Hold on, let me see. This is also just, can I mooch off Arnold's Steam library? Which the answer is yes. Okay, so I think that, like, Red Dead will just kind of save for the vibes. You know, we'll come back to this after I'm done all the other games that I already talked about, really. Because, like, at this point, as we continue downward, this is, like, medium in the sense of, like, well, I have all this other shit to do. So, I can't see Red Dead appearing anytime soon. I should probably put a Soliana tag next to it, though. Because, like, Red Dead kind of seems like a Soliana tag is warranted. What is Ship of Fools? What's going on here? This is a multiplayer game. I don't know why this is on the list. I guess it's technically a game that I have. I don't think I'm gonna stream this, though, so that's the end of that. Spirit Fair. Okay, now we're getting into what we actually need help for, again. Let me just check this on Steam. Yeah, it's very cheap right now as well. I don't know if I should upgrade Spirit Fair to high priority, but it says story rich, but I have a feeling that there's no, like, so-and-so is the murderer in here. So, like, let me know, but I'm kind of feeling like this may just be something that I stream and may not necessarily need an edit for. I can get rid of my notes because... Oh, Papers, Please, I think we already knew. Wait, what is this? Yeah. Papers, Please, I think that we know. Not sure why it said not sure, because I thought that that was pretty common sense. Yeah, so I think Spirit Fair, judging by, like, just looking on the Steam page, I'm like, okay, maybe not. Okay, Stray Gods the Roleplay Musical, I think that I need to upgrade this to high priority, because, I mean, it's a musical. I'm a musical theater major. So, I don't know why I put it in medium. I guess I was just being generous in terms of putting Persona at the front of the line. Here's the thing, though. So, like, is the whole thing... we're getting into the same conversations that we got in before. In terms of, like... With this... It's interactive fiction, which kind of sounds like that there's nothing else but fiction. You know what I mean? You are in the fiction. The whole game is, like, right? And so I don't know if, maybe I would edit it just afterward in terms of a highlights thing, but I think it kind of falls into, and you guys can tell me if you agree or not, but I feel like it kind of falls into the same situation as Little Goody Two Shoes or the other visual novels we talked about, where, like, you are the game. The visual novel, like, we are the game, so I don't know. I think that maybe just streaming it would suffice. But I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this or have played it. So, maybe not, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like, if the whole game is a story, then I don't know about whether or not it even needs to be edited, because if the purpose of editing is to get to the story for other games like Persona, which has a lot of not story, then just streaming this probably makes sense. But I could also do like a one-off video where I'm like, musical theater major reacts, and just doing like the best part. But just because I have something in the Twitch plus YouTube, it doesn't mean that, like, it doesn't necessarily mean that it won't be edited, like, in terms of highlights or like a specific twist or something like that. It just means that, like, the whole thing doesn't need like 25-part edits like I edit Twisted Wonderland. So I don't think there's anything other than, yeah, exactly. The Taker in the YouTube chat is saying that there's nothing else but the visual novel. So, yeah, I think that we can pretty much settle on that. Mario? What's going on here, bestie? Okay. It's Telltale, all story. Good, good, good. That is what we like to hear. You guys are gonna think I hate games because I'm cutting out the gameplay, but it's not that. It's just more like, you know, for the sake of the YouTube channel, I don't consider myself a reaction channel per se, but like this is a reaction-based economy in a sense. So, Tears of the Kingdom, I'm assuming if I'm not gonna edit Breath of the Wild, that Tears of the Kingdom would also not be edited. Which I think is fair. Okay, so the Veil is actually very interesting because it's a game where you are blind. It's an audio-based action-adventure game. It says story-rich, but it says 5+ hours of gameplay. That sounds like 2 streams. So I'm not entirely sure if that needs to be, like, if I would need to cut that down. What I would do, maybe, is, like, first impressions of the Veil as another, you know, sort of thing like that. But in terms of playing it in general, it seems relatively short in the first place. But I don't know if anyone else has played it. I think it's very interesting. So that's why I have it already, I believe. I have bought it, but replayable, not sure. There is a not sure on that, but yeah, I think the Veil is really cool. What is going on over here? Oh, okay. All right. Guys, can we talk about The Witcher? My voice is getting lower because I've run out of water and my voice is dry. If Arnold's still here, bring me some water, bestie. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. I know that The Witcher has a really good story, but I don't know if I have the patience. I don't know if I have the patience, so that's why I actually have it under Soliana instead of me streaming it for that particular reason. Obviously, it's possible that I would change my mind, but I don't know. I'm kinda, and I know it has multiple, I have a note right at the side, and my note says, technically I could play this, because, like, play it twice, because The Witcher has a shit ton of choices, but I want to prioritize this for Soliana, and it's also a very long game, so maybe I won't play it twice. And that's, like, kind of all we have on The Witcher. So I feel like that, like, this is sort of, again, conditional on how I clear the high backlog, and if anything else makes itself known to me across, like, because we're doing this today, right? But new games may come out and show themselves and whatnot. So I think that for The Witcher, it's kind of conditional. Like, if I, like, breeze through everything else that has a high priority marking, then it's kind of like, well, we have time. You know, like, maybe I would. But I think that it's marked as Soliana right now just because I see myself only getting to this game by the time Soliana is fully produced. So I think that that may be where that one's staying. Hey Cal, how was your Christmas? Hello Vins, checking out I am checking out the YouTube chat. That was such a weird way to say it. Hi, Vins in the YouTube chat. Yes, my Christmas was good. It was really nice and cozy. My family came over. We played games. I don't know if you guys saw, but if you look at my Twitter, there are games. Like, I posted videos of the games, and one of them's so funny because Hunter thinks that she won, and so she stops when we're not finished. Like, we're not done the game yet, and so I beat her because she had premature victory, and it was funny. It was pretty funny. But yeah, we are just going over game backlog, which from here on out is going to get a lot easier. There's a lot less that I'm confused about at this point, so I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom, actually. Yeah, like I just don't, I don't know, like, open world games, I just don't do well. I feel like that's why, like, even for Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like maybe a Soliana game, because, like, I feel like that would, I don't know, it just makes more sense in my mind, like, to VTuber model it, or that I would have more enjoyment doing it, like, in the VTuber model form compared to my regular form, if that makes sense. And some of these can, like, they're kind of interchangeable, but okay, Uncharted, I thought I bought Uncharted. I don't know if anyone gives a fuck about Uncharted anymore, honestly. I don't know if Uncharted has a gripping story that people need to see my reactions to, so I did want to ask whether or not people think Uncharted is worth the effort to edit. Like, I know that it must have cutscenes, right? Because I feel like it probably does. It's another action adventure game from Naughty Dog. So I feel like that, like, I may just edit it because it would lend itself, like, it would be easy. Like, because it would be like The Last of Us, where it wouldn't be crazy. So, but it is a shooter. That's a good point. Feels like you're playing a movie. Well, then the question becomes, like, if it needs to be edited at all, if it's a lot of cutscenes. But yeah, I guess in that case, yeah, you guys are saying that, like, it's worth it. It has a story, but it's spectacle heavy. Okay, so I think in that case, I thought I bought this. Question mark. We will do Twitch only then, and we'll edit it. But yeah, that's why it's definitely in, like, that's why it's in medium, because I'm like, this game, I don't think anyone has a hankering particularly for me to play Uncharted. Like, I don't think you guys are desperate, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think everyone's like, oh, Cal, like, we need to move that to the high priority tier. Like, what's going on? Twitch chat is talking about Tears of the Kingdom having almost too much content in it. Yeah, that's kind of like, that's my fear with open world. And The Witcher is open world. And, like, open world games just scare me in terms of having to sit here and be entertaining. There's, again, I'm not gonna get into it too much because it is kind of a surprise. There's a reason why I think it would be more fun as, you know, with my friend Soliana. So I think that's why we're gonna wait. Cal has a PS3, I have a PS4, and I think that I have the Uncharted collection for the PS4. I think it's in my house somewhere, I just can't find it. Moving on to Undertale. So here's the thing. Undertale is a very interesting situation because I know that people love Undertale and the story, I don't want to say it's crazy, but, like, people really like the story of Undertale. However, it, like, is it editable though? Because that's what I'm not entirely sure about. Like, in terms of, like, if it's even something that you could edit down, because I thought it was just another visual novel. Hello, Koga. How's it going in the Twitch chat? We are just, again, looking into what games we have, what we need to do. The worst explanation ever, but yeah, like, killing is unnecessary. Negotiate out of danger using unique battle system. Like, I feel like that Undertale, I don't know. Like, does Undertale need to be edited? Right? Like, does it need editing? Because if there's no, like, grinding, there's no grinding in the game. I don't know. Light says IMO yes, but I've been saying everything is editable. Editable, Light says. I mean, everything is editable. It's whether or not we want to. Think of it more like an RPG maker than a visual novel. Probably doesn't need editing. Okay, interesting. I think you can for some of the battles if you want. Okay, so this may be another situation where... Did I already mark this as Twitch only? No, that's Uncharted. Okay. I think there can be grinding. Okay. Oh, okay, so there are random encounters. Okay. In that case, okay, we'll edit it. We will edit Undertale. I have a really long note here. Of like, I know that it has a story, but like the story is most of the gameplay. Like there's just a whole long note. But yeah, if you guys are saying that you think, cause like, if there's random encounters and stuff, like stuff that's not to say unimportant, but stuff that may be like, this doesn't need to be in the VOD, I don't know. So I guess Undertale can have a little bit of editing as a treat. Replayable. Why would I say that? Oh yeah, I think that there's different endings, right? So that was probably my intention. All right, this is where we're starting to get into like, I already know what's up with some of this. So we don't need to talk about Edith or Black Flag or Barbie, the Three Musketeers. Bayonetta, I think Arnold and I talked about this, that Bayonetta has a story, but no one cares. That's what the streets were saying, that Bayonetta, I have 1 and 2 on the PC. So yeah, the question is like, I don't know, more Bayonetta. Does anyone have a strong Bayonetta opinion that I should know about right now? So, let me see which Bayonetta I have again, very quickly. I just have the first one. Okay. Or whatever's on Steam as Bayonetta 1, I guess. Oh, man. But yeah, like, does Bayonetta need editing? Like, does Bayonetta have, like, Persona cutscenes and stuff? It's not a question of whether or not I'll play it. It's just a question of, like, I don't know. Like, is there, like, story reaction? Cyrus says the story is ignorable. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That probably it is. So, 2, 3, and Origins are Switch exclusive. Oh, good lord. So I guess we'll start now. We'll start with Bayonetta 1. I don't know. We'll start with the one on PC, and if I like it, we'll keep going, but let me just rapid fire these real quick. Castle of Illusion makes sense as it is, it's fine. Contrast, Coral Island, okay. Dishonored, actually, we should talk about Dishonored. I know Dishonored's an old game. I'm actually curious about Dishonored, though, in terms of if Dishonored has, like, a story. Like, a story-heavy story, because I do have the game. I did play a little bit of it once. I generally had a favorable opinion of it. I was just like 12 years old and I was not like, you know, not to say I wasn't enthusiastic, but I couldn't appreciate it, right? Yeah, I already have Dishonored. So it's a stealth first person, assassin, action, dark, that's a tag. But yeah, I know that there is a story, but I wonder like, is that something that needs to be edited down? Like, are there cutscenes? Does Dishonored have cutscenes? Dishonored has a great story. Okay. The streets are saying, and by the streets I mean Brandon. Brandon is saying that Dishonored does have a good story. Okay. Yeah, there's actually Dishonored Definitive Edition, all cutscenes, game movie, 1080p HD. Okay, so I think that we will edit that. I don't know why this is so low in the priority list. I know it shouldn't be high priority per se, but, like, I remember I enjoyed Dishonored. I don't know why it's all the way down here. I don't know I don't know why it got shafted into the Badlands, you know what I mean? So I think in that case, we'll edit that for YouTube. Play all of Genshin? Don't worry, Vins, we're getting there. We're still doing that. Oh my god, I have such a big Genshin VOD. I don't even want to talk about it, please. I have a big Genshin VOD that needs editing, and I cry myself to sleep at night thinking about it. But anyway, that's fine. Okay, all these Disney games are covered already. I've already decided what to do, which is why there's little tags about Hunter. No. Okay. Skyrim. Now listen. This is, again, one of those things where I'm like, Soliana may want to play this instead of me. It's on such a low priority. I have never seen anyone react to the Skyrim cutscenes. I think that that's probably self-explanatory, but if anyone has strong Skyrim opinions, please, like, speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm pretty sold on the idea that, like, I'm not editing you. I'm not editing this game. Okay. Little Nightmares is interesting. I think I have them. Like, how did I get all these games, guys? Do you ever wonder? Do you ever wonder how the games actually got here? You know? Like, do you wonder how... Where did these games come from? Like, I just have so many. I just have so many games. Strong Skyrim opinions, do not edit the game. Yeah, I mean, I would like to play it just to, you know, play it and talk to chat and a little bit more of a casual, goofy time. Okay, guys. I'm really sorry about this. I didn't want to use the bathroom during this stream because I was like, this stream, oh my goodness, this stream is gonna be short. It's gonna be like 2 hours long and then we're done. But I can't wait. I can't wait anymore, so I will be right back. And I need more water. I'm dying. Help. Oh yes, we do need to talk about Xenoblade, guys. Don't worry. Do not worry, YouTube chat. Okay, guys. Hello. I'm back. Hello. Okay. You guys are getting deep voice Calxiyn. It's not to say either, like, you know, some people think that my voice is fake. It's not fake. Like, my voice is naturally high, but in this sort of setting where I've been talking all day and I recorded earlier, like, it deflates. It deflates with time. So some of you have probably never heard me talk like this ever, because, you know, in a YouTube video that's 30 minutes, it's fine. Now we're getting in a crazy territory. Okay, Xenoblade, we're gonna talk about. Skyrim has a story, Ray J says, but it's not something you need to stay engaged with, it's mainly about the gameplay. Yes, streaming is like a skill or something, I know. Oh my god, like there's so much stress. Also in Twitch chat, Dar has returned. Dar said, hey girl, then, oh, never mind, bye. I don't understand the spreadsheet. Are these the games she's going to pretend to play on stream? Only pretend? What do you mean pretend? Where was the pretending? What do you mean pretend to play on stream, Dar? What does that mean? I think the idea is these are the games that she plays and turns into videos. You guys are like both right, but you're both wrong. Like what we're deciding is what gets to be a video and what's only a live stream. That's basically what we're deciding right now. So, but like pretend, what does pretend mean? We pretend to play them as in I'm never going to? Do you guys not believe in me? What's going on? What do you guys mean by pretend to play? We're gonna pretend to play them? That we're gonna act like one day we'll actually get to them and we're never going to? Oh, good lord, okay. So, right now, the jury is currently deciding whether or not Little Nightmares potentially needs editing or not. And this is information that we have not yet decided upon. Oh, hello. What is this? I love good. That's all it says for the story. Good. Short. Really short. If it's really short, I don't know then. I love when people use the emojis. Oh, no, Dar, we're all gathered in the stream, and Cal is like, oh, today I'm playing a game, and it's just talking. And 4 hours later, we go, okay, good session, good hustle. No, we will play the game. Stream-only type of game. Thank you guys, chat. So that is, I think, where we are on Little Nightmares, and it seems to be on the shorter side, yes. All right. But yeah, this is, Dar, do you know what just chatting is? In terms of, like, what this stream is actually categorized under, in the sense of, like, we come in and we chat, like, you know what I mean? Okay, let me investigate this real quick. Okay, casual, this is a simulation game. All right, that's what I thought, so I just needed to check. Okay, now we're getting into stuff I already decided is, like, Soliana territory, I believe. Oopsie. That's not what I wanted. But yes. We are chatting about the games. And we're almost done, actually. Oh my god, we're almost at the bottom. I mean, some of these were common sense, I think. Oh, yes, I did want to ask about Mafia 2, you guys. I have no idea. Like, I've never played a Mafia game. Someone said I might like it because you get to do, like, bad things. I don't know, you get to be bad. It says story rich, but it also says open world on it. So, like, what's going on with you in there? Somebody said that I should play GTA. I don't think I would enjoy. I do not think I would enjoy the story of GTA. But yeah, does Mafia have a story? I mean, most games have a story. Is this like, oh yes, Cal, I need to see you react to the epic twist in Mafia 2. I mean, wait. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but like, if this is Mafia 2, where's Mafia 1? What is going on? And then there's Mafia Definitive Edition. Well, that all sounds very confusing. But yeah, I wasn't sure about the status of any of the Mafia games. They're GTA with more story. Okay, period GTA. Okay, it has copyrighted music? Oh no. Mafia is story focused. It's a smaller version of GTA. I wonder if there's just a hankering for, again, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's more the question. It's not necessarily like, are there cutscenes? It's more like, do people, like, are we reacting to the cutscenes? Are people reacting? Okay, actually, 11 months ago, someone did do my first time reacting to Mafia Definitive Edition cutscenes. but they may have not played the game. They may have just reacted to the cutscenes, which I think is kind of funny. Like when people don't play the game and they just watch the cutscenes, but yeah, okay. The game has cutscenes. Like, okay, yeah, the game has cutscenes. So I think in that case, if I did do it, it would probably need to be edited. So let's just mark it as that. Like, it's not a high priority, but I think it would be fun. All right, now we get into stuff where I'm like, there's really nothing to say about these. Like, okay, if I just want to go through them quickly because you guys are curious. Nancy Drew, like, okay, Hunter and I tried to record this and it was not that it wasn't fun, I shouldn't say that, but I got the impression that Hunter would enjoy it more, and also I would enjoy it more if, you know, quite possibly we, had Twitch chat or, YouTube chat. Suggestions are about to be open, Verdigree, so you are just in time, don't worry. But yeah, Nancy Drew, like, you're a streaming game. You know, like, there's a story in Nancy Drew, but, like, the puzzles are part of the fun. I feel like that would be, again, Hunter and I think we'd have more fun streaming it, because when we were playing it together, I don't know, like, there was just, not dead space, but, like, it was not served well as a YouTube video. We tried to make it a YouTube video, it was sad. Needy Streamer Overload, we started and we haven't finished it. Night in the Woods, I think I already decided Nintendogs. Does Nintendogs have the Soliana tag? Yeah, okay. So, like, Nintendogs, all of this stuff, all the Pokemon games have been relegated so far, again, to, you know, our friend Soliana will cover them. So, the reason for that is just, like, it's not a reaction game. Like, it's not, Pokemon does not have a story. You do not need to see my reactions to Pokemon, right? And, I mean, that's not the only reason. I just know that, like, my VTuber model, she'll need to have games to play, and they can't be the same games that I'm playing. So anything that seems even vaguely, like, that I wouldn't do it with Hunter, and that it's not story heavy enough to play by myself, like, it's kind of like in Soliana Land. Like, if Hunter hates Nancy Drew will also probably be relegated to Soliana Land as well. So that's kind of where we're at. Like, that's why I have, like, either or can be both, because it's not necessarily, like, hard and fast. But yeah, Calxiyn only is where it's like, that's only me. That's because I have deemed that you guys seeing my facial expression is actually necessary. I know they have story, Cyrus, but I don't know if you guys, like, I don't know. It's not like Persona in terms of being shocked, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with, Pokemon, is that I did try to stream it before, and it's not that I didn't have fun, but that I was just like, this is something I do not need to be perceived. I do not need to be perceived to be right now, like, or whatever. So yes, I think that that's where we are with that. Okay. Thief is dirt cheap right now to bring us back to Steam. The recent reviews are mixed. I don't know what that's about, because maybe just some people are, oh, one of my friends already owns this game. Maybe I'll ask, oopsie. Maybe I'll ask if they recommend it. But, like, yeah, like, I saw this because I looked up games where you can commit a crime. And Thief popped up as, like, one of the games. The story is bad, and the gameplay is not good enough to compensate. Oh, no. No redeeming qualities whatsoever. Guys, does anybody have, is there a Thief defense squad in here anywhere? Like, that you guys are like, can you guys defend? Moderately good story. This person said that if the story was no redeeming qualities. Oh god, okay, it's only $3 though. So, Like, it's only $3. It was never that serious. So I think that I'll probably buy it and I'll try. Like, I'll try to play it, but like, do you need editing? That's the question, really. Let me see. Thief 1. AI upscaled HD 4K. What the fuck is that? Okay. Thief the movie. HD, all cutscenes. PS4 PlayStation. Interesting. So this is like a remake? Or you guys are saying Thief is disappointing to the fans of the classic games? This isn't that bad. I basically call it worse Dishonored. Okay. There are cutscenes, but like, I do wonder maybe the interest in terms of seeing my reaction. Just because a game has cutscenes doesn't necessarily mean that, like, it needs to be edited. So, it's so low on the priority list that maybe we'll just kinda call it, probably not replayable, because probably not replayable because it seems to have... Oh, wait, hold on. We're not supposed to say no, we're supposed to be yes, it has to be a first-time playthrough. We'll put Calxiyn only, but whether or not I will actually edit this game, we will probably at a later time. It's just so low down there, I don't think it matters. This is already settled. Okay. Oh, you guys cannot see the spreadsheet. I'm sorry. I don't know why the windows won't switch automatically. So guys, we have gone through the entire Calxiyn backlog in the sense of these are the games that I already have in my house, which is why there's so many like Disney, the magic of the golden tiara, like, you know, just like PS, I don't want to call it shovelware, but like DS shovelware, whatever. Anyway, these are all the games that I own, either on Steam or in my house. Kind of. So now I think we need to switch off the spreadsheet, okay? Because there are games that I own that I didn't put on the list because I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna play this game. Let me move this over a little bit. Okay. So let's start at the beginning. God Eater, Left 4 Dead 2, and Portal 2 did not make it into the spreadsheet. Does anyone have anything to say in defense of any of these? That they should be that, like, Cal, if you already have them, you should play them, actually. I don't know why I didn't put them in the spreadsheet. Like, I don't have a particular hatred or reason. I'm just sort of I think that I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, Black Flag made it on, but Unity didn't. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of the actual Steam game library, in the sense of, like, there are games that are in my Steam library that I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know if you were necessary. I don't know if you should be here. So if anyone has anything to say in defense of God Eater and Left 4 Dead, let me know. But I love God Eater, but it's an acquired taste. Most people prefer Monster Hunter. Interesting. Like, why would I buy this? Why? Oh, it's an anime game. Okay, so maybe I did want to play this once. Can I go to the Steam page? What's going on here? Hello? Store? Are you not in the store anymore? Bestie! Uh-oh. Wait, oh shit. There may be some stuff in my library that is not. But it's just boobs. It's okay. They're covered. The boobs are covered. It's okay. God Eater? Question mark? Bestie! Wait, where are you? You're not here! Is it called something else now? God Eater 2 Rage Bursts. In library? I don't think so. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm looking at that, the girl that has her boobs out on that other picture, and I'm like, don't come for me, Twitch, please. Okay. Anyway. God Eater Resurrection? Are you not here? Like, what is going on? Like, are you not on Steam anymore? Whatever. All right. Blender. Is this just Blender? Okay. Hercules, I think we had. Nancy Drew is fine. Counter-Strike, I don't know why I have some of these. Bully, I don't know when I bought this, and I'm not entirely sure why I bought it either. So if anybody has, again, this can be something that, like, next year I go back and I'm like, the games that I ignored, but I don't necessarily know if any of this is resonating. Oh, we have Mafia too, I didn't know that. But yeah, basically, if you guys see anything and you're like, Cal, why are you sleeping on X note? You know, just let me know if there's anything. Dust in his Landy and Tail I beat already. Brothers I also beat already. That's why they're not on the list, if anyone's wondering. Long Live the Queen's on there. Let me see. Octodad I've beaten already. Some of these are just, so if you guys don't know, and don't remember, like, when I first started my channel, like, I was not a visual novel channel per se, but there was a time where I started to, like, particularly read visual novels on my channel. And one of those visual novels was Seduce Me, which doesn't seem like it's here right now, but anyway, that's why there's a lot of, like, random anime girl, if my heart had wings, question mark. With random anime man. Like, I don't know why. Like, I have absolutely no idea. What is this? This actually looks interesting. Affairs of the Court, a choice of romance. Well, that kind of looks fun. Store page? Do you not have a store page either? Oh, no, you do. What is this? Hello? It's like a text-based game. Like one of those ones that you used to play on the computer. Oh, an interactive fantasy. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay. Damn, I didn't know that I had this. I didn't know that this is in my Steam library. Okay. Affairs of the Court, you can have... What happened? Okay. Affairs of the Court, you can have some rights, I think. I will allow this to be added, because I actually think that that's really interesting. And I'm not sure, it's probably low stream priority, but I think that that's actually quite interesting. So that'll probably be something I play again with Soliana, just because, you know, Soliana is obviously like a royalty-themed VTuber, so it kind of makes sense to maybe play something like that there instead of on my channel, so. Affairs of the Court, you have now been reinstated. Congratulations. Oh, you guys can't even see it because my picture is covering it, but anyway. It's, this one right here is the one where I was just like, oh, well, that's weird. Like, I wonder why. I don't know when I got this. Don't know when it came out. Don't know where it came from. Child of Light I've beaten, so we don't need to worry about that. Again, there's just Voices from the Sea. You know, visual novel. Evoland is short and fun. Evoland. I literally saw it and I lost it. Was it down here? I feel like I had it. Oh yeah, Evoland, it's right here. It's short and fun. Okay. I will put Evoland then on, like, how do I explain this? I'll put Evoland in, like, we wouldn't edit it, but we'd stream it kind of category. Maybe it would just be Soliana. I'm not sure. We will see. Okay, Long Live the Queen's already on there. Contrast is on there. Everything else I've beaten. Again, if you guys see something and you're like, guys, Democracy 3 deserved better. Like, I don't know, like, I'll go through everything. I think we were over here. Without Within, okay. I've played Seduce Me. I played all of Seduce Me and got, like, I did all the different endings. That's what I did, like, I read it aloud. Which, like, Seduce Me is kind of spicy. I don't know what I was thinking. I think that there may have been something weird going on. It got a lot of views, and I'm like, is this getting views because people want the game and can't afford it? Or is this getting views because, like, I'm a 16-year-old girl reading something slightly smutty, and in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done that because there's a lot of weird people out there. Cal, what are you doing with Honey Pop? Okay, listen. I really liked Markiplier, and I saw Markiplier play Honey Pop. I didn't know, like, and so I was reading, again, like I said, I had visual novels at that time, and I didn't necessarily know that Honey Pop, you know, was the game that it is because I watched Markiplier play it, and I don't think I ever streamed it. Maybe I did and I censored stuff, I don't know. So, there will be no Honey Pop because, you know, they're definitely not stream safe. But yeah, I just have, like, again, these are just random visual novels because this is what I used to do, right? So I don't even know if I beat these, really, or played them. I don't even, wait, it says total playtime 50 minutes, so I may have beaten some of them, but yeah, like, this is just getting into, like, oh god, okay, hold on, let's scroll past the boobs, please. But yeah, I don't think that there's anything in here. Like, all of these now we're getting, like, completely into visual novel territory. Except for The Walking Dead. Yeah, that's interesting. Do you guys think that there's still a market that people care about The Walking Dead Telltale games? Because maybe The Walking Dead is worth adding on, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Reigns is a really fun game, but I had that as, like, Soliana intended. Wow, I have a lot of God Eater games that I never played. What was she doing, guys? Do not let her cook. She will burn the food. Bendy and the Ink Machine, I think Hunter and I beat Bendy. Or maybe we didn't. But I can't see myself playing it again if we didn't beat it. At least maybe that would be a Soliana thing. So, like, the stuff in here is, like, maybe I'll play it someday, but I don't feel the need to put it on the list, per se, because, like, it's still here. It's not like I'm gonna forget about it. But yeah, if you guys see anything, again, that you're like, guys, what about my boy miscreated? I don't know, like, just let me know. But I think that pretty much, like, there's a point where we get out of visual novel land and start getting, like, you can see a clear divide of, like, when I stopped with the visual novels. It's also, like, I guess this is also release time, but, like, 2016, it's all visual novels. Then games keep, like, these are, like, getting into, like, oh, these are actual, quote-unquote, actual games or whatever, right? But yeah, I don't think I have bad end theater. I don't think so. I think I probably, again, it was probably one of the visual novels that I was like, sure, why not? But yeah, It Takes Two, I definitely want to play that with Arnold. I think that would be fun. Oh, and we're already at the top. Hello. The only thing I don't have in anything is actually Hollow Cure. Just because I'm not entirely sure yet. I mean, I think it would be fun to play. I just don't, I'm not 100% on when I would play it. Again, like with my own VTuber model or just on my channel and stuff. And yeah, there's some other stuff with that too, but I won't get into it. I won't get into it right here. I do really want to play it. It's just, you know, I'm trying to think about a way that I can phrase this, but, you know, like, people like Coefficient, who makes VTuber content? I wonder if Coefficient would ever be able to get in a VTuber agency because he already makes VTuber content and has been acknowledged by VTubers, you know? So, I always wonder about that with other VTubers that I see, or like CDogVA, who has a VTuber and like he's friends with Iron Mouse. Like, I wonder if somebody like CDogVA could ever be in a VTuber agency because they've already made content commentating on VTuber things. You know, like industry things about particular companies. So that is all I will say. Not for myself, I just wonder if someone like Coefficient could ever actually get into a corporation or an agency or anything, but I'm sure that they don't want to. Like, I'm sure that they, you know, are comfortable enough, especially like, you know, CDogVA probably didn't need anybody's help to launch a VTuber, but yeah, food for thought, I suppose. Mail Time I played by myself, also, if you guys are wondering, that's why it's not on the list, but that is it! In terms of stuff that's in my Steam library that, like, wasn't in the video, if you guys are wondering, or sorry, wasn't in the spreadsheet, if you guys are wondering. So, what I'm gonna do, very quickly, because I don't know if I necessarily want you guys to, like, I don't know how Steam works in this regard at the moment, so I don't know if I want you guys to actually see the shopping cart. Oh, what I should do is while I'm putting things in my cart and trying to decide price, and trying to decide what's worth buying and what's worth... Oh my god, I'm literally suffocating right now. You guys, if there's something that's not on this list that you think deserves to be here for some reason, like, now's your chance. Like, the Xenoblades of the world, like, it is your time, right? As I put stuff in my cart and try to figure out what's up, you know? Yeah, I realized that, like, I watched Kiara do something like this, where she went shopping for her friends. I realized that she was logged out. She was just looking at Steam from afar, if you want to call it that, like, from a distance. She was looking at Steam. She wasn't actually logged in. I don't think I'll have a problem looking at how my cart is looking at the moment. I don't think that there's any personal info or anything. But yes, if there are any recommendations and you guys are like, Cal, you're sleeping on my, like, this game that you would probably really, really like, now is your chance as I... Oh, can I just... Oh no, it always... See, that's the annoying part. Steam always takes you back to your cart, like, right away. We'll put Thief in the cart. It's $3. Like, it's not... It was not that serious. We'll put Thief in the cart, too. You're gonna see quickly why we need to make some choices if we're trying to stay under a certain amount of money. Yeah, I have a pretty long wish list too, and it's like, some of the games on my wish list, I'm not like desperate for them or anything. It's more like if someone gave this to me, I'd be happy to try it out kind of vibe. That's a sort of situation. Actually, I need to take Octopath Traveler off because we have discovered that I have it already, so we don't want somebody to accidentally get it for me, because that would not be nice. Let me just check to see the screenshot that I had yesterday, because I did take a screenshot of my monitor and I put it in the general channel of my server. So, I want to make sure that, like, everything that I had in my cart last night that has now miraculously disappeared actually ends up back in the cart. And for some reason, they all left. I don't know why. Okay. I think Celeste Arnold has it. Like, it was only $5, so I was like, I may as well just get it for myself, but... Did you say something about It Takes Two? I lost connection right after I sent a message about it. Yeah, I want to play with Arnold, I think, because I don't think It Takes Two has local co-op, so I think that, I would play, like, with Arnold as opposed to Hunter, just because it would make more sense, like, for our circumstance. Let me make sure. Okay, Pocket Mirror, Stray Dogs. I think Arnold had God of War, right? So I think that God of War can be ejected from the cart, actually. Oh no, Arnold doesn't have it. Oh, okay. No, Arnold has Red Dead Redemption. That's what we decided. Okay. Oh, Hollow Parade was the other one. But Hollow Parade's not on sale. It just exists. I will put it in my cart anyway. Then there was some other stuff that I've, like, rethought since I last looked at this picture. Okay. Here's the thing about Xenoblade. Is Xenoblade on Steam, or is it a Switch exclusive? It is not popping up, so I'm assuming it's Switch exclusive, right? So that is something that, like, after I'm done all the other JRPGs, I'd probably consider, so I'll put it at the top of medium, even though, like, this spreadsheet is going to get unsorted again really fast. Let's do that. Xenoblade Chronicles. That is not spelled correctly. That's okay. Definitive edition. Okay. So let's do that for now. And yeah, that would be probably an edit, right? Oh yes, Switch exclusive, very exclusive. Okay. But yeah, Xenoblade's definitely, like Xenoblade, Fire Emblem, and then something else is like, people always say if you like Persona to check out these things. But I wasn't entirely sure. But yes, as long as you can play Xenoblade, because I know there's a couple of them, right? All right, so I'm gonna look at a chat recommendation of In Stars and Time. However, it is not on sale at the moment. Did it just come out? Yeah, it came out in November. I get why maybe they wouldn't want to put it on sale. So I'll put it on my Steam wish list as opposed to like my game list, but I will put that on my Steam wish list. There are 3 Xenoblades. So which one are you guys giving me? Like in terms of the definitive edition, is that the first one? Vetigree says, I think both Ace Attorney and Honkai Star Rail. So I don't know if I want to get into another gacha, like in terms of Star Rail. Don't I have Ace Attorney on here? I thought I did. Hold on. Ace Attorney, where are you, bestie? Uh-oh, hold on, guys. I'm in the wrong window. Oh no, it's not here. That's bizarre. Okay. I feel like I have it on a different list somewhere else for whatever reason. So I'll do that. I'll put it, is it on Steam, guys? Okay, so Xenoblade Definitive Edition is the first one. Okay, so we're good. So the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is on my wish list. What is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy? I'm assuming that's the same thing, right? Might be under P for Phoenix Wright. This is not in alphabetical order, unfortunately. So if the spreadsheet didn't see it, I don't think that we... Yeah, even Phoenix we do not have. And Wright we also do not have. But yes, okay, so Ace Attorney, yeah, Ace Attorney is something else that I've definitely wanted to play. So let's make sure Ace Attorney makes it on here. The original trilogy and then the new one. Okay. My spelling, guys, is terrible. Like, it's terrible that I cannot seem to spell correctly. Would I edit this, though? Do you guys think that I would edit this down? Like, into something? I don't know. Because, like, it's a visual novel. So we kind of get into that same situation again where I'm like, you are a puzzle. I don't know if you need to, I don't know if a puzzle, like, you know. But yeah, I do like the idea. I've always liked the idea of playing Ace Attorney. Actually, it's on sale right now. Ooh, 67% off, guys. Oh, now we've added more games to the shopping cart we were supposed to be cutting down. What have we done? Okay, well, anyway, Ace Attorney is on there. If it goes on sale a lot, maybe I'll take it off. Okay, so I think, is there anything else? I'm trying to think of stuff in the vein of Xenoblade. You know, just that sort of thing. Where I've seen, like, I know that the game, like, there are games out there. There are games out there. I know that sounds ridiculous, but just, like, there are more JRPGs series that I have never played that are really, really big, and they just, like, whoosh. Okay, you guys are talking about, let me see. Let me copy and paste this and see what you guys are referring to, because 2 people in the chat recommended Potionomics. It's only 20% off. Depression. Oh, this is cute. Little potion crafting game. I will add it to my wish list. Oh, it's a deck building game, though. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I don't know if I like deck building. Maybe. Maybe I like deck build. I did not like the Ruby deck building game. Oceanomics. I'm thinking. I may just all put it on my Steam wish list. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I like alchemy. I do like alchemy, but I don't like deck building. Is my beef, I suppose. Also, Vetigree, I don't know if I said this, but thank you for the tier 1 resub on Twitch, by the way. I don't know if I said it out loud. I said it in my head, so I thought I would double check. Okay. So, I think that pretty much, like, other than Cyrus is talking about Trials of Cold Steel, but I think that otherwise, like, I think that we've gotten, I think Xenoblade was the one that I really forgot. Oh, shit, is Tui on here? Tui is high priority, actually. I know I need to reshuffle this, but... yeah, we need to add The World Ends With You. I think I forgot, because, okay, there's another chart somewhere that's like... I don't know if I could pull it up right now, because I have, like, a bajillion tabs open. But there's, like, a Calxiyn video ideas spreadsheet, and I think that there are games in the video ideas spreadsheet that never made it over to, like, you know what I mean? Like, that they never made it in terms of this spreadsheet. And I think some of them got stranded on the old spreadsheet. You guys have to understand, I love spreadsheets. I love being organized. I have so many, Video idea brainstorm. Hold on, it may have been in here. Let me just peep this real quick. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake was also on here. I have not played the first Final Fantasy. Like, I haven't played the original, I should say. What else was on here that may have been forgotten about? Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. Okay, I think I'll remember that. But yeah, so I have, like, different sections of games, I guess, that, like, some of them did not make it. Okay. Alright, Twitch chat. Twitch chat is winning, by the way. So good job, Twitch chat. YouTube chat, they are losing. But wait, did I say that right? Twitch chat is winning. YouTube chat, they are losing at the moment. But I love you guys. Either way, it doesn't matter where you are at the moment, but... I wish I could be this organized. Yeah, I know, but I have to. Like, I need to do something because or else nothing will get done. So let me just make sure that there's no payment information visible in my cart really quick. I don't think that no, there's not. So, we're good. Okay. This is where things got complicated. I have $100, maybe. I have $150. Pushing it to $200. Like, I can push it up to $200. Maybe. Right? But, like, something happened here. I have a feeling that something is Baldur's Gate. I have a feeling that may be why. Okay, so let's think about this logically. Phoenix Wright is just a good deal. You're 67% off. Like, it's not getting any better. God of War, honestly, 50% to me is good. However, like, is this a game that goes on sale a lot? Like, is this something that, like, this is not an urgent purchase. This can wait until the spring, right? Because I'm considering God of War taking the axe right now. Because if we look back at our actual spreadsheet, like, there are games that I already own in comparison to God of War that by the time we actually get to God of War, like, the money is different money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God of War seems like that's a March money. Like, that's a March game. You know what I mean? Like, that may even be past March. Because even if I'm super efficient, like, Alice, Hades, like, there are games to tie us over until the next Steam sale. And you guys are saying that God of War will go on sale again. Badcap is asking in Twitch chat, what did I miss? Now, we have closed, suggestions are not closed. You guys can message me anytime and tell me that you want me to play a game. So I shouldn't say that they're closed, but like we've taken suggestions, we've gone through the entire spreadsheet. We are now making purchasing decisions. I think that God of War needs to go. God of War, I think, will go on sale again. Like, cause like Boxing Day usually has good deals, but like Steam has a lot of sales throughout the year. And stuff gets like dirt cheap. So I think God of War, we can wait. It may get cheaper, but like it may like this may be the best it's gonna be, but like 50% now versus 30% later, it's like the deal is not hitting enough. You know, like that's a good deal, but it's not enough. It's still $30. Okay, Sea of Stars, it's 20% off, which I feel like that I'm likely to play Sea of Stars. Do you do dating sims? Yes. I have so many dating sims. It's honestly kind of terrible, but yes, I will. If you have a dating sim, I will take a look. But right now we're cutting down the purchases. Celeste, I don't think that was properly on my list. Actually, Arnold has, oh no, but we already talked about that. Like, Arnold has this game, but I'm just like, but it's only $5. Like, Celeste is not the problem here. Something else is the problem, and we need to fix it, because this is too much. We're over budget. We're too high in the budget. Okay. So, Sea of Stars is like, if we need to get rid of something, it might be Sea of Stars, just because it's only, it's only 20%. I know that that's still kind of a lot, but if we actually look, it's only $10. So even if I buy this in a couple months, like, it's not, I don't know. And the other thing about God of War is that Arnold actually does have the game, he just has a disc. So, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, outside of the one big season sales, I've not seen God of War on sale for more than about 25%, but it will definitely be on sale again. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm like, should we have put God of War back and remove Sea of Stars? Well, okay. If we figure everything else out, maybe we'll put God of War back at the end. But yeah, Sea of Stars, it's just, I know just $10 sounds kind of like, but it's like just $10, you know? And so I feel like that, like, if I really want to play it, I can get $10 later. I can find $10. Okay, I kind of, like, now that chat has talked about, like, the state of God of War in this terms of the Steam sale, I know it'll go on sale again, but I'm wondering if maybe we should add it back just for some perspective. Because, like, God of War is something I could genuinely see myself playing relatively soon. And so, like, more relatively soon than the other stuff, you know? So, we gotta get this shit down. It needs to go. Okay. Fae Farm. Fae Farm's another one where it's 25% off, but if you actually look at how much that is, it's like, it's not necessarily giving. I think that's only $12. But I do really want to play this game though. I'd be sad to see it go. Is Fae Farm in early access actually? Hold on, let's take a closer look at this. Like, is there gonna be DLC? Oh, Lumin wants this game too. We're broke, bestie. I don't know. Lumin might not be broke. I shouldn't say that. It might just be me. This may just be a me problem. Not recommended. Oh. Shallow. Your character will be named after your Steam account. Oh. Okay, so it seems like that this game has they are, like, they're beating their ass in the quote tweets, you know what I mean? Like, product received for free. How did you guys get it? Bestie, how did you guys get it? I mean, they may have gotten it from their friends. Maybe that's what it means. I mean, I feel like that's kind of weird, though, because product received for free makes me think that they got it from the developers. Anyway, okay. Fae Farm seems to have some bugs, so maybe we can part with Fae Farm for now. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And I wouldn't stream it for a story reason. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't stream it because of the story. It would just be a cozy, fun little time. So I think that Fae Farm needs to get the axe in order for us to make any progress with our situation. Okay. Beef is $3, so you're fine. Like, you're fine, bestie. Okay, let's talk about Stray Gods. Stray Gods is another one that I would really like to play soon, but in terms of staying within our budget, it's only 20% off, which... Am I crazy, or does that say 39? I guess 20%, okay. Anyway, it's 20% of $39? It's 20% of $39. How? Wait, hold on. Okay, no. Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever. Okay, yeah. I don't know if it's cheap enough to we need to get it today. Because we're not gonna stream it today. You know? And, like, again, it's one of those things where I'm thinking, like, in the future, in a couple months, in a couple weeks, right? Because this is a Steam sale. So, like, we're considering, like, based on, like, the good shit. The dirt cheap shit. The shit that will never get so cheap again. Right? And so even though I want to play Stray Gods soon, Greek mythology's really popping off this year, isn't it? Like, we have Percy Jackson, we have, you know, Hades, we have Hades Town, right? We have this Stray Gods, which is also Greek mythology. I feel like that, like, I can't justify buying another Greek mythology game when we have Greek mythology. Like, we have Greek mythology at home. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like that maybe, like, for now, I feel like that Stray Gods may need to get removed because it's too much. Like, it's putting us over the edge. I mean, actually, it's not. What's putting us over the edge is actually Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is what's, like, causing the problem, like, in terms of us being over budget. So I guess it becomes... Do we sacrifice Stray Gods for Baldur's Gate, or do we sacrifice Baldur's Gate and probably be able to keep every other game on the list? Because, like, it's kind of undeniable. Like, the fact that, like, Baldur's Gate is what's putting us over the edge right now, like, is kind of, like, undeniable, right? But, like, I don't know. I know this sounds weird, but here's the problem, okay? And you guys tell me what you think. I could see myself starting Baldur's Gate this week. Like, if I don't need to edit it, like, it's, you know, one of those games that is definitely, like, in fashion in terms of, like, I kind of thought, like, I had missed the train on Baldur's Gate. It doesn't seem like that's actually the case. Thank you, Rue, I guess I'll say, like, Rue, like the Hunger Games. Thank you, Rue, for subbing with Twitch Prime. I hope that you're having a good one. We're in the thick of it right now. We're trying to decide, because here's the thing, like, I could see myself, like, actually, because, like, if there's no commitment to editing, and, like, we stream and we have a good time, and, like, it's a new game that people still have an interest in seeing people go through for the first time, like, it seems like a good idea. But, like, it's also $79.99, which is 80 Canadian dollars. I know the game deserves it, and it's probably not gonna get any lower, but because it's not getting any lower, I'm also like, posting it on the VOD channel seems easier. Well, kind of. Like, this channel's kind of gonna turn into the VOD channel, but we'll talk about that another time. Basically, like, it's not that I won't have a VOD channel anymore, but I was thinking about multi-streaming Baldur's Gate, like streaming it on YouTube and Twitch. And so I think the VOD channel will probably end up being, in a funny way, like where the games from Twitch go. Like, you know, after they're done, which is a kind of a reversal, because I didn't do that with Genshin or Twisted Wonderland, but, like, God of War VODs may go on the VOD channel, where edited stuff would go on this channel. But yeah, you guys have to talk me out of Baldur's Gate. You guys have to figure out, like, are we buying Baldur's Gate, or are we not buying Baldur's Gate? What are we doing? Do it, treat yourself this Christmas. I know, but we have to stay, we're treating ourselves in $200, like, we're treating ourselves within, I wanted to get it down to $150. I wanted to get it down to 150, so we need to treat ourselves within $200 at least. Oh, you missed the Hollow Knight discussion, Simple Soul? That's okay. Don't worry about it. It wasn't a very long discussion. We're definitely, like, Arnold has it, so it's not really a big deal. Like, we'll definitely play it eventually. But yeah. It's like Baldur's Gate, or, like, is putting us over the price. Which sucks, because I'm like, I do want to play it. My suggestion is free with optional DLC. I will check it out, Madcap. It's not like there's nothing inappropriate in it, is it? Hold on. I don't want to look up a visual novel and then they're like, the stream is over. We're done. There's another visual novel that was free, and it was called, I think Date with Death or something? And that was free, so I'll play that. It's not like a big commitment. Oh my goodness. But yes, I will add the visual novel to my wish list. And it is wholesome. Yes, okay, so we don't need to worry. My PC space is fine, I think. Mystical, in YouTube chat for poor Twitch chat, YouTube chat's asking. Like, I mean, I have 400 gigabytes free or something, but I have hard drives. Like, I can put the game on an external. Like, I have a gaming PC, so it's not like space or spec or anything. I mean, my space is full of videos. I only have videos on my PC. It's all videos. But yeah, what we're, like, Baldur's Gate is definitely tipping us. I just wonder, like, is it worth it? Is the risk, is it worth the reward? I don't know. Like, it's just, like, you know, will people come? Will they come for the Baldur's Gate? Because here's the thing, like, I've definitely bought games for the purpose of streaming them, and, like, it was a loss. Like, we ran this game at a loss investment. It's happened before. So I'm like, what if I spend $80 on this game and I make $4 on YouTube ads? I'll cry and possibly commit in Minecraft. But anyway. Okay. Stardew Valley, I think, is fine. Again, it's not like a big sale, but like 33% off, I think, is justifiable. And I really want to play it. And I want to play multiplayer Stardew with people. The only other one that's kind of like on the edge right now, I think, in terms of getting deleted, is Slay the Princess. Because it's 10% off, which is literally $2, I think. Like, don't let this fool you. It's only off $2. So, like, I'm like, bestie, please. That is not a sale, bestie. Thank you, Crocodile King, for the bits of Merry Christmas. Hope it went well. Yeah, it was really, we had a great Christmas. If you guys saw the video, you know, we played a lot of games. It was really, really fun. But yeah, I appreciate, I don't know how Twitch bits work, to be honest. To be perfectly honest, I have absolutely no clue. Like, that could be $5 or it could be $500. I have literally no idea. As someone who's played very large games on an external, don't. Oh no, that's not good. But yeah, I do have, I guess what I should say is that I have external hard drives to put the videos taking up my main hard drive space on. So, like, whether it's putting the game on the external or putting the videos away so I can download the game on my actual drive, like, it should be fine. But yeah, I'll install it locally then, and I'll move the 400 gigabytes of YouTube videos. Baldur's Gate has 17,000 viewers on Twitch right now for what it's worth. I know, oh god. See, I can't be held responsible for making these decisions. Okay. What I might do, I'm trying to cook. I'm like cooking right now. I don't know if you guys can see the stuff in my head, like my head's exploding basically, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, what do you call it? Like the wheels in my head. And Genshin's at 18K. Well, I'm still playing Genshin, don't worry. Genshin's not going anywhere. I'm like, okay. We have Little Goody Two Shoes. Then we would have other things that are Twitch plus YouTube. So if if I'm thinking about, like, Twitch plus YouTube streams, we do have, like, things that would happen before Baldur's Gate happens. So I wonder if I should just hold off. You know? Like, I wonder if I should just wait, because it's basically like, okay, again, not to say that $10 is not a lot, because it is, but, like, it's 10% off. You know what I mean? This is not gonna help us really in the long run, so I don't mind paying for the game at full price later. Like, this is not enough of a sale, I think. I think I've convinced myself, guys. I think that's what I've decided. That 10% off is not enough. You know what I mean? To convince me to buy this now when it's $70, because $70, $80, it's still $70. So I think that, like, even if it's not on sale in a couple weeks, and I decide to buy it, I won't cry. Like, I won't cry over it. I won't cry over the fact that it was on sale and I lost my $10. Like, if I decide to buy this game later on, I have bigger problems. Or not even problems. Maybe I just decided, you know, like, after streaming for a couple weeks that it would be worth it. But yeah, I think Baldur's Gate has to go, guys. And with that, we have gotten our cart down to the desired $150 because we are at $149.59. And I think that's where we're stopping for today. It's so funny because Phoenix was not there last night. Like, when I originally put all this stuff in my cart last night, Phoenix was not there. Like, Ace Attorney was not there at all. I would like to go back, though, and just, again, check that picture, because I think the only things we're missing that we lost along the way are Fae Farm and Sea of Stars. And I do kind of, like, I yearn for Sea of Stars. But yeah, it's only $10 off, so it's, again, I mean, with all these games, I'm saying it's only $10, like, that's like $30 at that point, but, yeah, like, I feel like that, oh, well, I already have $19 in my, I should have kind of factored that in, that I have $19 in my Steam wallet that's not attached, like, that's not connected to the original Steam money budget, but that $19 is still not, like, that's not getting Sea of Stars or Fae Farm back on the list. Okay. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hours, goddamn, this was supposed to be a short stream. It was supposed to be a 2-hour stream. Now it's a 2-hour, 40-minute stream. Anyway, I think that now we're actually done. I will check out, not right now, because that kind of sounds problematic in terms of being doxxed or something, but I think that we have a nice little selection of things, you know, in terms of, like, you know, there's a good mix of, like, oh, like, we would play this, we would edit this, we would, right? And so even, like, if I finished Little Goody Two-Shoes and started Alice and then started Pocket Mirror, you know, after 3 grueling hours of mostly window shopping, that's not true, King. We weren't always window shopping because, like, all these games, I already own these games, right? Like, I already own all this. We were already good. I mean, okay, the ones that say no, like, we don't. But, like, you know, all of this stuff was just, like, discussing the backlog needed to be addressed. We needed to decide what was worth editing and what wasn't and whatnot, so. But yeah, it was something. But I hope you guys enjoyed a nice, chill, casual, just chatting stream where, like, we are literally just chatting. Oh, man, but yeah, I had fun doing this. It was good to multi-stream, too, because, I wasn't, like, I'm really surprised, I guess. I know, like, I don't know, talking about numbers on stream is kind of cringe or whatever, but I'm actually really surprised at, like, the Twitch viewership compared to the YouTube viewership, if that makes sense. And so I'm glad that I multi-streamed, because it seems like that, like, you know, together... When the Transformers all attach to each other, you know, anyway, so yeah, it was nice to have both Twitch and YouTube here, as opposed to solely, YouTube, but I am trying, like, I'm trying to entice people. I thought you were streaming Fate from the title. No, shouldn't it say the gaming backlog? that the gaming backlog's fate is in our hands? Oh, I see. I see how you may think. But yeah, I hope that I am gonna do more just chatting on YouTube. I think that, like, I just need to convince our YouTube viewers that I stream, you know what I mean? And, like, part of that may be streaming at a more regular time. Because, of course, like, Twitch, what else are you doing? Like, what else are you doing on Twitch but streaming? There's nothing else, like, you know? So I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I think with YouTube, I need to remind, like, my YouTube viewers that I will be here and I'll be live. And probably at a specific time, but yeah, I want to do more just chatting where it's, like, just checking in, or like I had this, I think it was like Calxiyn Community Day, like of us just, you know, talking about what's going on with each other, vibes, talking about the vibes, are the vibes any good, and whatnot. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I don't know what I'm gonna stream next. I'm not entirely sure, so in that regard, we'll find out. But I'm definitely gonna finish Little Goody Two Shoes. I don't know if I'll do that by the end of the year. Like, I don't know if I necessarily feel the need to be like, oh, I need to finish this game before the year's over, or anything. Like, you know, Arnold has to do a bunch of streams this week, but I was already dressed for Migi and Dally and stuff, so I thought I would hop on and we'd get this sorted out, because now I feel a lot better, everything's so nicely organized, and now when I want to stream something, I can just pick, right? Like, I have this list now, we can just go down the list in no particular order. But yeah. Once you play Ace Attorney, you'll know what almost Christmas means. I will. I'll try to forget and remember that at the same time. Like, I'll remember it when it's relevant. But yes, we have, as Simple Soul says, we have 41 cents left. Do not spend it all at once. Exactly, but that's actually good that I have, like, secret $20 in my Steam wallet, because that means that the price is technically even lower. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys had fun. I wish I had, like, a goodbye thingy, like some VTubers have, like I'm saying goodbye, but I haven't actually left yet, like sort of a transition thing. I don't have that, so I'm just leaving. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. When Arnold leaves, I'll try to be more consistent with the particular time that I stream, so people know that I'll be here at the same time every day. In terms of this week, because of New Year's and stuff, it is really, I don't know. Like, I don't know, bestie. I don't know. Like, if you're wondering about Twisted Wonderland or Genshin or anything, like, I have absolutely no clue. Like, I couldn't tell you. So I have no schedule for this week. I have no idea. So if you guys are wondering about Genshin or Twisted Wonderland, maybe ask me on Friday and Saturday, just so, like, just ask me, just to check back in with me. But realistically, like, I'll probably see you starting on the 5th and the 6th. And then the 10th, Arnold goes home. So basically we have 2 more weeks of Arnold streaming in my office, which it's not that big of a deal. Like, obviously we can stream one after the other or whatever, but, like, you know, he has a lot of streaming to do, so I kind of want to stay out of his way until, at least for this week, so, you know. But, I think Twisted Wonderland we have to do the Fairy Gala, and then for Genshin we're doing more video stuff. And so I think for Genshin, I know that it's a long chop, but I kind of want to edit the Genshin stream VOD before we actually do the other stuff that we have to do for Genshin. So we'll see, but I'll be around somewhere. I hope you guys had fun. Again, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I know this wasn't a Christmas chat. I probably should have done like a Christmas just chatting or something, but like, for me, this is Christmas. Even my mom is doing stuff like this. Like, she's using her break to get organized. Like, this is what Christmas is all about. Making a spreadsheet. And that's how you guys know that I'm autistic. Anyway, something else that Hunter and I are doing, we're gonna do a podcast at some point, but I don't think that'll be live. I think that'll just happen. Maybe it will be live. Maybe I'll do it live and then we'll edit it and put it on the podcast channel. So maybe it'll be an unarchived live stream that ends up being a VOD. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, like, when we recorded the podcast before, we just recorded them, and then I edited them, and then I posted them. I posted them on Calxiyn first, but then I moved them to the podcast channel, and that's probably where they'll probably stay there. So, I don't know. Maybe I would stream it like, stream the podcast and then unarchive it and then edit it or something, but yeah, we'll find out. But yeah, that's it. I shouldn't keep talking. I need to go. We need to stop. But yeah, I hope that you guys had fun trying to figure out my game list and everything. And I will see you when we're gaming.